3YB-FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Ness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. We're almost ready for bounce down. Both sides just finishing the last instructions and getting into position. We'll go down to Tildy, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solution. Tildy, who won the toss and who's kicking where?
Well, I've got a feeling the Eagles are coming down to the town end, Hilly. Wind advantage, I'm not really sure, mate. It's not that much of a breeze blowing. If anything, I think it's pushing over to the commentary box side. So hopefully you get to call some play close up today, Hilly, which would be a bonus for everyone. Pretty soft underfoot, which is understandable. I mean, we've had a lot of rain overnight. About 4 o'clock this morning, we had some real heavy rain and hail. So, yeah, pretty slippery underfoot. I see Tom Batten starting on the interchange, which is an interesting one for the Eagles. But I think this will be a pretty hard-fought contest, boys. A lot at stake here. Find a winner. You know, I was thinking Koroit, but I think Dobson O'Sullivan are big out for Koroit, so I think the Eagles might get it done by under 10 points.
What about you, Eyes? Who are you tipping?
Koroit. I reckon conditions, home, everything to play for. Not that North doesn't, but I'm feeling confident about Koroit today.
Poss?
Yeah, I'm a little bit the same. I was really impressed with, although Paul Ferry aren't travelling all that well at this stage of the year, I was really impressed with Koroit a couple of weeks ago over at the Gardens Oval and just the quick movement of the footy. So only go for Koroit, but, not with a great deal of confidence, I must admit.
I'm going to stick with the Eagles, even though, again, not a great deal of confidence, but it's Connect Round 2025. And the North Warrnambool Eagles and the Koroit Saints are leading the charge there. So everyone's ready to go. Umpire Mickey Lowther ready to pick up the football. Nathan Vardy in the rucker. He'll go up against Jag McInerney. And looking forward to Sam McLaughlin and Hoy standing aside besides one another. We've got Harley Cobb in the centre there as well. So umpire Mickey Lowther to get play underway. Round 16 of the Hampton Football Netball League here at Victoria Park. And the two big men standing readiness to attack the footy with some vigour. So it's going to be Vardy up against the youngster in McInerney. Varney got the tap down. Couch approaches the football first and foremost. And he's tackled straight away. And it's going to be another stoppage inside the centre square. So umpire Lowther just getting the rucks organised. Soft conditions here at Victoria Park. They go again. Vardy the tap down as far as Rook. Gathered there by Cobb. He gets it towards half forward. Dallas Mooney set himself. Couldn't quite take the mark. Coming through is Matty Wines, free kick advantage. Inside 50, Zach Everell out on the lead. Miller on his tail. It goes through over everyone. It's going to hold. Miller's going to retreat. He can go by a foot. Kick has to be good. And he finds Liam Hoy in defensive 50.
Yeah, a little bit stiff there. That one didn't skid on more from Matty Wines, but nevertheless, Hoy has got a half-back flank. He plays on. He kicks down the line. Not a great kick. And Harris almost marked it for North, but he managed to get it across to Vardy. Vardy kicks long down into the forward line. Getting back with the numbers are Koroit. They might force this one through for a behind. In fact, they tried, but it's hit the point post, so it'll be a boundary throw-in. Right slap bang against the point post, so North Warrnambool kicking to the bigger end here at Victoria Park this afternoon. Bathed in sunshine at the moment. It's magnificent. No sign of rain whatsoever. So here's a scoring chance for Koroit. It's going to be Wines up against McInerney. Big Jag's done a good job in recent weeks. Got it down there towards Rook. But what's happened here is a free kick being paid. It's going to Koroit, I think. It is. It's going to go to Couch. So Couch on half back, playing up the ground a bit today, which is interesting. Oh, good little mark there. Put that one down, Eyes, as a Matco Hire highlight of the day contender. So Hoy got it across to Neve. Neve will go wider again to Miller. He's in plenty of space, so he's got plenty of time to make a decision. He kicks down the line. Good kick too. And the mark's taken out there by young Riley Parsons. His kick goes down the line further, so they're moving it pretty well. The Saints here on that far outer side wing. That was partially smothered. Comes out to Neve. Magically wheels his way through a couple, then gets it again. Well done. Got it across to McInerney. His kick went into the forward line, but the numbers are with North. And tackled there and not given any prior opportunity. I think it was Barley Keyston. Will be a ball up about 40 metres out from the Koroit goal.
Not bad movement there, Eyes, by the Saints with a chain of handball.
Yeah, good. And great start to it all by Liam Hoy, of course, that beautiful one-handed mark, but they're just being careful with the footy and making sure that they are spotting a teammate, aren't they?
Dallas Mooney now, who'll go inside 50 with a spearing pass and a good one in the end. And he's found the skipper and Liam Hoy 50 metres out, so he'll take one of his best. We know he's a big kick, the reigning Maskell medalist. And he'll take one of his absolute best off the boot to get it through the big sticks. So Hoy wants to go short, offers the lead. Nice spot up kick and he finds Will Couch.
He's had it 4 times already, Hoy, and what have we played? Usually you're in a better spot for 3 minutes. He's absolutely on fire early.
Rocket pass, boys.
Oh, yeah, he's a star, isn't he?
And a nice bit of work there by Couch just to free up and have that little bit of separation from his opponent. So Will Couch, he'll kick from 35 metres out. Kicking to the Port Fairy end of the goal, comes in. Has it worked around enough? I think it has. A Lucas Brothers snag of the day from Wild Will, and they get the first Koroit 1 straight 6. They lead North Warrnambool yet to score, and that is on the national tile scoreboard. And a nice start, Tildy Carter, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, nice kick by Couch from about 40 out, and to his credit, if anything, I think he might be kicking slightly into the breeze up that end, boys. So good leg from there, and Hoy's terrific start from him. And one interesting matchup, boys. Adam Wine's going to centre half back to play on Sam Dobson, which is an interesting one.
Yeah, that'll be a great clash, won't it, Tildy, throughout the afternoon. So first blood.
He can play anywhere, as we well know. And I reckon that Couch, he'd have to be probably one of the biggest impact players for the amount of possessions he gets. That's how he's always played, possibly.
Yeah, and finding a bit of form too, Oz. He's had a bit of an interrupted year, hasn't he? But he's been back in the side now and playing a little higher up the ground, which is good too. So it's getting him up around the ball, which is getting him some possession. So here's a chance at ground level for Koroit again. Oh, it's a nice little handball came out there towards McLaughlin. So McLaughlin's running free, looks for and couldn't quite find Everell. He stretched, but he couldn't pull in the mark. Now here's a chance because it's popped out the back, running into an open goal for the quick reply, but he's missed. And I think that was who was that out there? That was young Xavier Harris. So just one behind to the North Warrnambool Eagles. So on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard, we see the Eagles 1 behind, 1 point. Koroit 1 goal 6. We played 5 minutes in this first quarter. Victoria Park here this afternoon for UIB match of the day, Hampden League Live. So it's Peterson across the ground to Miller. So Miller's just going to go back and size up his options. He's got a player free. That was well done by Peterson, I think, to run on there. Kicked it down the line. Good mark by Neve. He's been pretty prominent early too. So they're moving the ball well, the Saints, and that mark's taken out there by Nagorka. I think that's Clem. So Clem Nagorka's kick. They're going to run forward. There's good ball movement here by the Saints. The kick down towards Dobson. He won't drop it, and he marks it on his chest in the end. And he'll go back, eyes, and have a shot from about 35 metres, 40 metres if you like, but... well, you'd fancy this man's chances. He can do anything.
Great start, Koroit. As I said, they've just been methodical, haven't they? They've been careful with the footy, making sure every kick makes a difference.
Just patient they were with that build-up, which is good. He's going to go short, Dobson, and it's going to come off. And this is Couch again. Pretty sure when he untangles himself, yes. So
about to batting on now. It was a strange one that he started on the pine. Maybe they were just looking at some of the matchups there, but he's on the ground now.
Yeah, so Will Couch, and talk about confidence players. When he gets a couple early and gets in the game, he is on. So Will Couch for his second and Koroit's second of the afternoon within 7 minutes. He comes in, drop punts on its way, goes straight over top of the goal umpire's hat. So 2 on the board for Koroit. Great start, 2 goals straight, 12. They lead North Warrnambool 1 behind at 1 point. Down on the boundary line for a B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions. Scotty Carter, as I said, if Wild Will gets his tail up early, look out.
Yeah, he's on fire today, boys. Kicking very well for goal, but gee, that was a good build-up from Koroit from the back pocket there. Probably 4 or 5 foot passes without North Warrnambool touching the footy. With Couch being on top early, boys, I just wonder whether Noski might go to him in a minute.
Well, he's had those roles before, hasn't he? And he's done a great job, Noski. Another super season for the Eagles.
Possibly with Reece Scoble back in the side today too, boys. There's another one they've got up their sleeve. Maybe if things keep going the way they are, or has Scoble gone to him now, boys, maybe? I'm not sure. Hard to see down here a little bit.
So Scoble's on Connor Byrne.
So Rook got the clearance. The handball feed out to Clem Nagorka. He'll go to his brother Levi. turns around, feeds it back, and they look to go to half forward. They fly the Eagles, and they've got in numbers. They go long around the wing, front position, Hoy. And held up there, we'll have a stoppage right on true centre wing. So it's been a brave start by the Koroit Saints. They lead 2 straight 12 to 1 behind. First term action, Sun is out here at Victoria. Party in the ruck, paddled into the direction of Wines. Play on, McLaughlin, worked hard. They just get it moving forward by a big long kick, and a nice jump out of there was Mac Peterson. Couldn't quite get it in the end. And holding the ball, free kick's going to go to the Saints. So they've started well, and Levi Nagorka. Oh, it's Tommy Bolsh. A few of the players have got the long sleevers on this afternoon. So Tommy Bolsh just goes back behind his mark. And they've been strong by foot. Short kick's good. Finds Jack Block. Another great season from Jack Block. So he's just setting himself to kick it in the right direction. Their efficiency by foot's been enormous already. He'll go out wide. And we know who's going to be jumping in that one. Sam Dobbs had done it uncontestedly.
Geez, their foot skills are good early, Hilly.
Yeah, but what about Dobson? He just presents every time, doesn't he?
He reads it so well. The kick wasn't as good. It was chopped off by Noski. The target, there was McInerney. Here they go, the Saints. So Campbell lost it in the end. He tries to retrieve it once again. Brennan did well with the handball. The Eagles get it out. High kick. They fly Vardy. And ready at best there. And a Peter Bolsh Bridgestone mark of the day contender was Tommy Bolsh.
Yeah, so Bolsh, slap bang centre half forward. As Tildy said, they're moving the ball with a lot of efficiency. So Bolsh kick, good one too. Just held up a little bit. Where's Dobson? Not in this marking contest. Neve gets it at ground level, but it's a free kick. Now, will he pay advantage? Because Neve's kicked the goal.
He's bringing it back, I reckon.
It's a free kick to Dobson. I said he wasn't in the contest, and what happens? He wins a free kick.
Well, see, and that's what a player like Dobson does because he's not far from goal, and he's started so dangerously. You know, you're going to hang on, or you're going to do everything you can desperately. And not sure that move's working so great for North at the minute, but it's the amount of ball that he's getting as well.
Exactly. Since accountant stats, he's taken 3 marks, I reckon, now. Eyes inside 50.
We might just underestimate how quick Dobson is off the mark, because how often does he get out and he's able to mark it on his chest comfortably?
Yeah, he just seems to get in good position, so he shouldn't make a mistake here, you wouldn't think. 25 metres out directly in front. Dobson goes bang, and there's the third for the Saints. So the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard here at Victoria Park today, 10.5 minutes first quarter. Koroit 3 straight 18. The North Warrnambool Eagles 1 behind 1 point. And as Tildy alluded to, Eyes, it's just that they've just been patient with the footy, haven't they? They haven't rushed anything. They're picking targets and, you know, from one end to the other, they're just winning possessions.
I tell you what, they would have, boys. I reckon they'd have a few marks inside their forward 50 already.
Oh, mate.
Which, you know, conditions like this, slip around a foot, that's pretty hot start for the Saints, all right.
But overall possession count, they'd be 4 times what North have had the footy.
Dominating, Oz, you're right.
Yeah.
So ball back in the centre. Vardy just setting himself up against McCosh to try and get the ball moving forward for the Eagles. He got the tap down looking for McLaughlin, who's been closely checked by Harrington, and holding the ball is being called against Sam McLaughlin.
That one's a bit hard.
So Brett Harrington.
I don't think you don't have to be much off, especially now even competition, but I just don't reckon North's quite bought the intensity of it.
So a nice mark taken by Tommy Keast on that outer side wing. Great to have him back in the team because he had that shoulder injury which sidelined him for a few weeks. So Keast just goes long. The target will be Wines. Good punch by Miller. Reading it best there with the Eagles. Matty Wines goes via foot inside 50. Wines sets himself. He couldn't quite grab it in the end. Bolsh was on his tail. Now they look to get it out of defensive 50 for a chain of handballs. Mooney does it well, but intercepted by Matty Wines. Well, he went to go, but then he felt like, oh, hang on, I had someone right on me. So Wines looks to square it up. He's looking for his brother Luke, front position, and a nice mark taken by Block. Or was it Harry Noonan? I think it may have been the youngster for the Koroit Saints in defensive 50. So they've started well here, the Saints. 3 goals straight to 1 behind. The exit kick's not bad. The Eagles have got numbers. Keith's first to it. puts it on the boot, works it towards a square, goes over the head of everyone. The old wrong and bound sees it over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw in 2 metres around from the North Warrnambool goal.
And I don't think, guys, is in comparison to Koroit, that North are just rushing things going forward a little bit. Would you agree?
Yeah, it may be possible.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I just don't reckon they've had it forward enough. Because the other thing that's happened with Koroit, they're getting it so close to goal that they're in dangerous positions, and to start with 3 straight goals, it's only early to it, but I just personally reckon, as I said, they haven't quite brought the same intensity.
They haven't. So this will be McCosh and Wines to do battle here. It's a throw-in tucked in the forward pocket here. Just scoring chance for North. Wines the front position, got the tap down only as far as Mooney. He was tackled as he got his kick. Nagorka went in there. He's going nowhere. Mooney got it back again, or it might have been Nagorka. His wild kick has gone over the line out of bounds on the full, so good pressure that time by the Eagles. The relieving free kick will be taken out there. I think it's, is that in the long sleeve?
Cal Grundy.
Grundy, yep. So Callum Grundy, he's right on the boundary line, fancies his chances. He's going to have a ping. He's about 35 metres out. Comes in, right foot on its way. It's not a bad-looking kick, but it's faded. In fact, it's a terrible kick. Apologies. It's gone out of bounds on the full tilt.
We like it, Possum. We like it, mate.
The first couple of minutes it looked okay off the boot.
And I think this Koroit start, boys, you can give it a little bit more credit. They actually are kicking a little breeze here too.
Yeah, they are. Mooney relieves. Over the back, forcing the spoil was Wines. That was Adam. Here's a chance. He's been prominent early. Neve kicked down the line. Tried to block it. Out there was McCutch, and he couldn't. Here's a chance for North to retreat. Good kick forward. Vardy's there. He gets it from behind, so it's a foot race between Vardy and Neve. Vardy wins out, gets it across to, that might have been McKinnon. So McKinnon's kick goes forward, pushing the back. Surely no, said the umpire. Now they all fall to ground. Stacks on the mill, and I think umpire will come in and ball it up. He will. About 30 metres out from the North Warrnambool goal. They trail 1 behind 1 point. Koroit 3 straight 18, and that is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard.
14.5 minutes on the league contracting time clock. Front position was the Eagles in that ruck effort in the forward 50, but the ball only travelled no more than 4 or 5 metres, and we'll go again with umpire Steve Walker. So their efficiency by foot has enabled them to get 3 first quarter goals already here, the Saints. Wines did well with a bit of body work. Coming through was Campbell. The punch on in favour of the Saints goes into the hands of Mac Peterson. He evades, got the handball out, and their chain of handballs have worked pretty well already this afternoon. Matty Wines first to it, and he is taken out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary thrown about 60 from the Eagles goal. Tilly, let's go to you all, thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, we talk about Koroit getting players back at the right end of the year, mate. I reckon Joran Needs suffered an injury early in the year, maybe a bad cork fine, missed 3 or 4 weeks, and he really seems to, what we've seen so far, be really getting some touch back at the right end of the season, boys.
Plays that real connector role, doesn't he? Coming through there nicely was Harry Keysock. Is it off the ground? Traps it nicely was Dallas Mooney. And he gets it out of defence. Running onto it now was McCutcheon. Got the handball forward only as far as Adam Wines. Goes inside forward 50 once again. Bolsh leads the charge. Will he keep it in? No, he won't. Sees it over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in 25 around from the Eagles goal. They trail by 17 as we approach the 16-minute mark of this first term.
Yeah, the Bulls spending a fair bit of time in North's forward line at the moment, but they just can't get any free space to get a shot on goal, but they've got a chance here, so it's going to be Wines. Again, this time up against McInerney. McInerney from the front got the tap. It favoured Matthew Wines. He couldn't get clean possession. And there'll be another ball up inside 50 for Koroit. So it'll be Big Jag again. And Wines. Wines got the front position. McInerney grabbed it and kicked it, but it was smothered. Well, he almost threw that in the end, but not before the umpire said, give it to me. He had no prior opportunity. And there'll be a ball up a little bit closer to the North goal. So, again, Wines and McInerney. McInerney got it down. Oh, might have been a sling tackle. No, said the umpire. Play on. Ground level was Nagorka. He's not going anywhere. And, again, we'll have a third bounce inside the 54 North. So they're defending resolutely at the moment, the Saints. So it'll be McInerney again. Up they go. Wines at the front. He's going to win a free kick here. Is it Wines? He has. Oh, gee, just as lucky they didn't pay the advantage there to Adam Wines because he kicked it out on the full. So Hilly has an opportunity here because Wines, the Lockie version, he'll go back and have a shot from about 30 metres out just on a slight angle for a chance for North's first.
They probably need it, don't they? Obviously, Koroit's first 17 minutes, Eyes have been very good defensively and offensively.
Yeah, they definitely have. And Posh, you hit the nail on the head. Just their entry to North have been under pressure whenever they're taking it in forward. But very kickable goal, and one they really need to kick because I don't reckon there'll be too many times throughout the year that they haven't been in front at quarter time, North Warrnambool.
No, so Wines, we're right behind this kick, so we're going to get a good view of this one, Tilt, because Wines comes in, nice kick, this one, that's a goal, and that's the first of the afternoon for North Warrnambool. So the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard gets moving for the Eagles. They go to 1-1-7. The trail the Saints 3 straight goals, 18. We've played 18 minutes almost in this first quarter, and Eyes, it was just persistence in the end, and they finally won themselves a free kick and got their first on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Geez, a solid boy too, Lockie Wines. And of course, they can all play. There's no question about that. But I loved his composure, and he just went back and kicked it beautifully. Yep, that's the one they needed, Hilly.
It was. Tildy, thoughts?
Lovely leg by Wines. I think he's going to be, he's a much improved player, and he's going to play a pretty vital role the rest of the season, boys. I think he'll probably go and pinch hit and maybe give Vardy a bit of a chop out throughout the day.
Yeah, big lad.
And his ruck craft is good. His ruck craft is very good. So, Vardy...
Got a bit of a rugby background, Hilly?
Correct.
Yeah.
His brother in ruck too, Luke. Can't he?
I don't think they're brothers.
Cousins. Sorry.
I don't think they're
Not even cousins, I don't
I think
think.
it's just the same last
Well, there you
name.
go. You'd have to think he was one of them.
You're close, Eyes. Pretty close, mate.
He's a good mate. He's good mate, Luke.
He's 1 of 4 running around today, Wines. It's Harry Keys free kick inside 50. Xavier Harris, the man that they're chasing, going back and finding the football there is Neve, and he finds Mac Peterson, who's one of the damaging halfbacks of the competition, just dumps it out and gets a bit of territory. Overrunning it there was the Eagles. And on that outer side wing, the tackle occurs.
Yes.
And it's a free kick. It's going to go to North Warrnambool. A little bit forceful on Will Brennan.
I reckon the intensity's gone up a tad too.
What's happened here?
So it might be a reversal, is it? For some reason.
It is.
Was anyone in the...
Maybe he signalled the wrong way.
No, he bowled him over, boys, when he stand on the mark. Yeah.
So nearly intercepted there, the kick by Couch. McCutcheon, first responder for the Saints to wrap up the Eagles. And between wing and half forward is where the destination is, right in front of our vision providers this afternoon. So Vardy just trying to set himself, and the handball was good. They got the kick out along the ground, albeit front position. Peterson was good coming through with the Eagles, and just plenty of numbers around the contest. No one getting any real clear ball in the last 3 or 4 minutes. And it's an 11-point margin to the Koroit Saints. They've kicked 3 straight, 2 to Will Couch. And the North Warrnambool Eagles are 1-1-7, and that's on the league contracting time clock. So McInerney, Vardy, you'd imagine will get a plethora of hit-outs throughout the course of the day. The Saints get the ball moving forward. Coming out was McCutcheon and met it really well. Bailey Keith there first for the Eagles. And just all thanks to Koroit Pharmacy, just a Saints player out there, just looked a little bit ginger on the ground on that outer side wing, Tildy. I reckon it may be nearly...
Number 6.
Lockie Rook.
Yeah, Lockie Rook. He comes down from Cairns to play, I think, Hilly?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a long way to
Bit
travel.
of a knee, boys. I think he's okay, though.
So, McLaughlin's got it on a half-back for the Eagles. We kick it straight to his immediate opponent out there on that far outer side wing. So, it's a chance for the Saints to go forward again. Marking contest at the back. Nagorka, a quick snap, but it's gone sideways and through for just one behind. So, the first blemish for the Saints this afternoon. They go into 3-1-19. They lead the North Warrnambool Eagles 1-1-7. We've just ticked over 21 minutes in this first quarter here today. 94.53 BFM match of the day here on Hampden League Live. Tune into the listener app if you want to. It's free, so download it. Here's a chance for the Eagles. Good mark there at ground level by Anders. So Liam Anders, first time we've had any play over this side, boys, which is good. So he's kicked down the line to Wines. Gee, I tell you what, he's proving a handful for the Saints, and his kick's gone wide too, and this will work because this is young James, late inclusion today. Right in front between the coaches' boxes here at Koroit this afternoon, and this sun is pouring into the commentary box. So James goes down the line. Mooney from the back will affect the spoil. He probably should have, because he tempted to mark. But the only bloke that did mark it was young Zach Everell. So Everell's might be a little bit too far out to score eyes. Do you think he'll kick from right on 50, although he fancies his chances? He's going to get back.
He has the breeze behind him, according to our great man Tildy down there. So
Left post, boys.
Yep, and you did not see Mooney outpointed one-on-one very often either. But he was on that occasion.
Yeah, elected to mark when perhaps he could have punched. So here's Everell. He's one of the top goal kickers in the competition this year, thus is his improvement. It's doing exactly what Tildy Carter suggested, but just a little bit too wide to the left. So just the one behind to the Eagles. They go on to 128 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. The Koroit Saints are 3-1-19. And what's happened here is a free kick here going to North Warrnambool. I'm not sure whether it was out in the full or just missed that one. So it's going to go to James. So he's in the play a little bit earlier. He's responsible for that kick to Everell. Now he's going to have a shot at goal himself. So tight angle right in front of the visitors' rooms here at Victoria Park, Koroit, this afternoon. Neve comes off for a rest. He's had a big start to the game. So James, good-looking kick by the youngster. I tell you what, there is a Lucas Brothers Butcher snagger that a contender if I've ever seen it. The late inclusion, Charlie James, has gone back from 40 metres and slotted it through from a very, very tight angle, and they go to 2-1-19 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. They're now leading. They trail 2-1-13. I'm sorry. They trail the Koroit Saints 3-1-19 on eyes. That's just the little fillip you need to get you going.
Well, they're sort of controlling things the last 10, 12 minutes or so, Possum, after Koroit got away to the flyer. So now it's so important for Koroit to hit back again, I reckon.
Hey boys, let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Mac Go High. We've got Mick Finnegan covering Port Fairy and Terang Mortlake up at Ridley Recreation Reserve. Mick, what's the latest?
Yeah, we hit the 20 minutes of the first quarter, and it's a fairly even game up here. Port Fairy 3 points to Terang Mortlake 2 points.
Oh, nice. Tight one early up at Terang. Let's go to Cobden, where Wally Steers looking after Cobden and Warrnambool. Wally, what's the latest?
22 minutes in the first quarter. A little bit of one-way traffic here. Cobden 4 straight 24. Warrnambool 1 goal 6.
Nice start by the Cobden Bombers. Let's go to Ash Carlson up at the Friendly Societies Park. South Warrnambool hosting the Hamilton Kangaroos. Ash, what's the latest?
20-minute mark first quarter. South Warrnambool 3 points and Hamilton 1 point.
So a tight affair up at the Friendlies, and over at Hanlon Park, we've played 22 minutes. It is Camperdown 6-1-37 leading Portland 3-2-20, so a 17-point buffer for the Magpies. Back here, it is a 5-point ball game in favour of the Saints. Ball's inside forward 50. Kick off the ground defensively there by the North Warrnambool Eagles. Great pick-up by Xavier Harris. Wrapped up by Mac Peterson. He wasn't going anywhere. That was a Peter Bowles Bridgestone Player of the Day contender. And Mac Peterson, free kick, 55 from home.
Just had nothing percent of the footy, boys. Nothing to kick to at all.
Peterson kicks into the territory of Sam Dobson. Wheels around on the left boot. Looks to set it to the top of the square. Connor Byrne waits. And Connor Byrne marks. He's a ripper, Connor Byrne. His body size, his knowledge of the game and his game sense, absolutely sensational, and a great kick by Sam Dobson, and Byrne didn't disappoint on that end.
For his size, he has everything covered. You wouldn't think a bloke like his size can be, and he's kicked a goal, but be so dominant in the air, but get him man on man and he can edge you under it. He's very, very clever.
He's player Connor Byrne, and they kicks the fourth of the day for the Saints. They go to 4-1-25. They break the streak of 2 from the Eagles, and they lead by 11 points to the North Warrnambool Eagles, 2-2-14. 26 minutes gone on the national tile scoreboard. Tildy, let's go to you, all thanks to Koroit Pharmacy. Lockie Rook was a little bit proppy coming off with that knee. How's he going at the moment?
He looks fine, Hilly. He looks fine. I think then young Harris, good pick-up, but he just looked forward to the footy, boys. He had no option. He had to hesitate and was run down from behind, scores that goal.
So back in the centre, it's Vardy, this time against McCosh. Vardy got the tap down. It's grabbed by Keast. His little left footer went wide, so he's a foot race. It's going to be Peterson up against Xavier Harris. Nobody really wins out. The cavalry arrive. Here's a chance for North to go forward. Keast again. but the ball didn't quite reach him in the end. Fending off the tackle there was Unruly Parsons. That was good by the youngster. Kicked down the line, but it's all north, and getting back, taking an uncontested mark in the end is Adam Wines. So Wines, he'll go back whence it came, but this time he's gone a little bit shorter to Brennan. So Brennan, he'll go short again. This is better. This is Keast. So Harry Keast. He wants to give the handball off. He does now to McKinnon. So McKinnon's kick will go to the top of the goal square. It might even carry to Wines at the back. Couldn't quite take the mark and getting in there, arriving, but he couldn't get it through Mooney. He's still battling, and in the end it actually gone over the line out of bounds. So a good result in the end of North, because that looked like Mooney was going to kill that for a behind, but now there's a boundary throw in. So a good result for North Warrnambool, and it'll be Wines this time. And he go up against McCosh. So dangerous in this area, Wines. He's been really good. So McCosh got the front position, or free kick, he said, by Wines getting in the back. So it's going to be a kick to McCosh. He's going to go wide. Oh, it's a one-on-one because the spoil will come from behind by O'Brien. It does. And it has gone over the line out of bounds for another boundary throw, and this time on that far side of the ground, right on the 50-metre line for the North Warrnambool Eagles. So they've settled eyes, haven't they? 2-2-14, 4-1-25 Koroit. So they're well and truly back almost on even terms, the Eagles.
Not much in it now, Poss. It's going to be a great contest.
Yeah, it will be a slug all day. So here's little Parsons again, I reckon. Gee, he's been good. Interception there was really good. And that might have been Scoble, was it, up there, up there high?
Great sponsors.
Free
They
kick
have been
being
since
paid here.
interception.
And this free kick, 16, was Scoble, so pushing up the ground. And here's a free kick, and this is our man again, little Charlie James. So he's going to go back almost in exactly the same position, but on the opposite side of the ground tilt. And this is going to favour a right footer.
Yeah.
So given his previous performance, you'd almost back him from here.
Wouldn't this be a great start for the young fella, Poss?
Fantastic. So he's coming in for his second goal. He's got a nice deliberate approach too. Beautiful kicking action. This kick is not going to quite make it. It'll go to the top of the goal square. Big pack of players up. One of the first back was Campbell, but chipping in there and relieving for Koroit in the end was Harry Noonan. But it's going to come back because it's a mark being taken by North Warrnambool. Little O'Burner. But guess who getting back is Sammy Dobson, taking a mark at centre-half back. It doesn't matter if it's back, forward, or where it is. He just got those sticky hands.
It's actually direct opponents kick to each other then, Poss.
So Dobson's handball wasn't great. The Eagles chase. Good little paddle on. Here comes Tommy Batten. Right foot snap it. Goal. He kicks the Lucas Brothers snag of the day contender, Tommy. And it brings the margin back to 5 points, nearing quarter time. They go to 3-2-20. The Saints are 4-1-25. And that was some good pressure applied by the forward players of the North Warrnambool Eagles, Tildy. They were just able to put the pressure on.
Yeah, it was. Probably the coach probably missed that kick there, 40 metres out from the defensive goal. But Eagles small forward put pressure on. Batten knows when the goals is, and I'm really enjoying that duel between Sam Dobson and Adam Wines, boys. The Synod account stats, I reckon they probably had about 7 each there. Both being good players for their respective sides.
They've been pivotal in their side start in this first quarter. Umpire Mickey Lowther, ball back in the centre. Vardy. He'll take on McCosh, and he got the tap down. Keast has been important the last 4 or 5 minutes around the contest. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. And umpire Lowther will go for a second throw up inside the centre square. So good game of footy here at Victoria Park.
Cloud Nova too, boys.
So it's just been one of those days where it's been a bit of an unknown of what's going to occur in the sky. Vardy with the tap down. It was a nice little tap. Keast first to it. He's wrapped up too high, umpire Mickey Lowther says. And he'll get the free kick, Tommy Keast. So you'd imagine 30-minute mark. We're getting nearer to quarter time. Short kick. And it's Liam Anders, a real improved youngster this season. Kicks towards half forward. Lockie Wine sets himself 2 bites of the cherry almost. Good defensive work by the Saints. Hoy just evades and puts it on the boot, but only as far as the Eagles. And I reckon that might be Anders once again who's going to go long with that big left foot. And he does. Doesn't disappoint inside 50. Vardy will fly through his fingers in the end. Gathering it was Bolsh, and he kicked with a bit of pressure. High up and under kick. Punched away. And the ball ain't going to travel any further than this now. It's going to stick right on that left half-forward flank towards wing and half-forward for the goals for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
Yeah, so almost right on quarter time, and it's been a good fight back. 3 early ones to Koroit, and then last couple to North Warrnambool to get them almost back on terms. So it's out on that far outer side wing, comes out to O'Brien. He tries to evade a tackle. Now he's caught. He got a little grubber underneath. Yeah, kick went high. Getting back with some courage, almost taking the mark there was Scoble. But now it comes back and it's going to be kicked into the forward line. Clean bowled Mooney. Little James is there again, little dribbler, but getting back is Peterson. Peterson's handball was good. Got it out to a teammate there in Harry Noonan, but he's forced over the line out of bounds. So there'll be a boundary throw in. Might be the last chance for North Warrnambool here. Right in their forward pocket at the bigger end. So it's going to be Wines. He's probably been the best player on the ground at the moment, I reckon, given the opportunities he's had. He's going to go up against McCosh. So Wines and McCosh. McCosh gets the front position. Wines tried to grab it and kick it out of the air, but not before the siren sounded to end this first quarter here this afternoon at Victoria Park, Koroit. And a very, very entertaining first quarter it was. And we see Koroit 4-1-25, leading North Warrnambool Eagles 3-20. Eyes after that initial burst by Koroit. North really settled, didn't they?
Yeah,
and
they
got
did.
themselves right back in the game.
And one thing about them, North, when they get going, they can score pretty quickly, as we evidenced there. So back to an even money game again, Possum.
Yeah, let's take a break, boys. It's been a big first quarter. Great one at that. Koroit by 5 points. They lead 4-1-25 to the North Warrnambool Eagles 3-2-20. This is Hampton League Live, and we'll be back with second term action right after this.
3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and Southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear? We also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
This autumn at Pearson's Nursery in Allensford, you'll find a stunning selection of vibrant, locally grown annuals and perennials. It's easy to see why Pearson's Nursery is one of the Southwest's best kept secrets. Visit Pearson's Nursery, Growers Road, Allensford, and discover the difference.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Delicious meals, kids' playroom, function room, big screen TV, sports, live music, courtesy bus. Rafferty's Tavern has something for the whole family. Become a Hump member for special discounts at the Thirsty Camel drive-through bottle shop. Whatever the occasion, make it memorable at Rafferty's Tavern.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Hampton League Live.
For McDonald's, Warrnambool Eastern Central, MGA Insurance, the Hampton Vet Clinic and Lucas Brothers Butchers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. It is quarter time here at Victoria Park, Koroit. 4-1-25, the Saints leading North Warrnambool 3-2-20. Rain just commencing once again. It is a bit of a slippery day out here. And we've had that bit of rain this morning and intermittent showers throughout the course of the day. The Eagles are just getting their final words from coach Nathan Vardy. We might go to Tildy, all thanks to B&B Furniture, just for a bit of a snapshot of the first quarter and what you've heard at quarter time.
Vards was disappointed in their start, boys, but gave the side credit from about the 15-minute mark onwards, the way they responded. Need to tighten up on Liam Hoy, need to be aware of Jyron Neve. And very, very pleased with the start of the young fella, young James, giving the side plenty of energy, and he's right. What has happened down here, boys, for probably the last 10 minutes, this Bruce has got up a bit now, boys, and we're seeing probably a 2 to 3 goal Bruce down to the town end, lads. So very good start to Koroit in that first quarter against the Bruce.
And Tildy for Koroit Pharmacy, which is no more than a driver, a 5-iron and a wedge down the street here at Koroit today. A medical injury report. Have we got anything to report from either side?
We're pretty clear, boys, at the moment. Yeah, I think Lockie Rook's okay. So, yeah, pretty clear. So that's good. As I said, boys, the bruise is picked up. Probably a 2 to 3 goal bruise down to the town end.
Yeah, okay, so, and that'll be the end that the Koroit Saints will be kicking to this quarter as we get a bit of a squally shower come through. And I think we mentioned pre-game we may get those little intermittent showers throughout the afternoon. So we're set for a good second quarter because we got a good first quarter, 4-1-25 the Saints. They lead the visitors North Warrnambool Eagles on 3-2-20, and of course that scoreboard is brought to you by Solomon's Flooring and Blinds Trent Hill. Let's commence this second quarter.
Nathan Vardy up against McInerney Jag. Goes the early jump and Vardy got the tap down. Harry Keast, who's been a contested and clearance king this afternoon, kicks it forward. And the tackle at centre half forward by Anders is efficient. And it holds up proceedings and will go once again. So a 5-point ball game. Tapped around this time by Jag McInerney. And didn't go that far and straight into the hands of Keast. That was Harry. And we'll go once again. So umpire Jennings, who throws it up nice and high. Vardy got a bit of distance with the tap. He was looking for Sam McKinnon, but again, we've just got another contest around the ball. So we'll go for a third time to start this second turn. The tap down there by Vardy was all right. Harris first to it. On his tail was Harry Noonan. McKinnon got the kick, up and under it goes. Peterson first to it. Here's Sam McKinnon, wanted to go on the right, goes on the left, got up high. Free kick's going to go to Tommy Batten, I should say. And some hanging on to there by Ben Miller. And he played it beautifully, Tommy Batten. He'll have a shot 15 metres out directly in front and eyes. This will give him the lead, the Eagles.
Yeah, I know. He's causing them a headache or two too, Tommy. Just his size and presence and... he's having an effect too since he came on.
So Hollywood Tommy Batten, who played his 300th game there a few weekends ago, looking to kick his first of the day, comes in, keeps it low, keeps it straight, and the first of the second term goes to the Eagles, and they hit the front on the National Tiles scoreboard. It's 4-2-26, leading Koroit 4-1-25. Tildy will head to you, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, super important goal for the Eagles, especially against the Breeze, boys. And very interesting that Batten started the game on the bench because he's come on, he's kicked 2 out of their 4 goals. So maybe it might be a case, boys, of not showing all your cards in round 16.
Yeah, and for a 300 gamer, he's hardly... over the line, is he? He just is still moving so well, Tommy.
I agree, Ice. And the other one too, mate, for a veteran player, Matt Wines was pretty good in the first quarter of the Eagles also.
And playing predominantly forward now too, which is interesting. So Vardy's tap was magnificent to Keast. Keast got it to McLaughlin, but he lost it. Here's a chance now for Koroit to go forward through Nagorka. Now, comes out wide to Neve. He had a fantastic first quarter, Neve. He's got Couch on a lead, kicks it in that direction, but getting in behind was... that was kind of burnt. So he dodges one, he can't dodge two. He's going to get clear. He's plate holding the ball, even though he wasn't 100% there, retarded their eyes. I thought he still had possession of the footy.
Wrong call. You've got to actually hold him up.
You do, yeah. You've got to. And there's a bit of a scrap going on here too. But I tell you what, Adam Wines and Lockie Rook are just having a bit of a to-do. And in fact, Steve Walker's picked out a free kick here. It could have went either way in the end.
Luke
Still
Wines,
going
mate.
onto it.
Two
So
running
Luke
lads.
Wines, sorry, yeah. And now it's a 50. Oh, and Neve's getting involved too now with Brennan. So let's see how this one plays out. So you watch the fight, guys, and it's a double 50 now. It's another one paid for a high tackle back here where the fight was. So it's going to be 2 50-metre penalties. And to be honest, guys, that probably could have went either way, but it's going to result in a shot at goal by Luke Vines.
100%. I couldn't see how he could have paid it either way. But anyway, that's how it rolls. But I don't think they like each other much at the minute.
They don't. So Luke Wines, he's not he's not a player that's kicked a lot of goals over a lot of years, but he's been a fantastic player. But he's got a chance to put North Warrnambool's second on the board within 4 minutes, and in fact he does that right through the middle. So the North Warrnambool Eagles, well, they extend their lead to 7 points. They've gone to 5-2, 32, and that is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. They lead Koroit 4-1-25. And, well, if you're going to start a quarter well, Oz, you start it like that because we're 4 minutes in and they've kicked 2 goals.
Yeah, and as I said, that one, however you want to look at it, might have been lucky in terms of the initial free kick, but then, you know, to make it a double 50 and a goal, I don't think Chris McLaren will be very happy with Koroit there.
No.
So a 7-point ball game in favour of the Eagles. They've kicked 4 out of the last 5 goals. So Vardy just setting himself. McInerney getting in the right position. Umpire Lowther throws it up nice and high at the centre here of Victoria Park. Lockie Rook first to it. Over the shoulder. Free kick. And we'll see where this ball goes, and we'll go around the grounds very, very soon. So Rook looks to go towards half forward. The fly. Early jump. McInerney gathers. Wrapped up. Just got the handball out in time. Coming through his Neve. Goes in for the second effort. Boundary line's approaching, wrapped up, and we'll go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Go Higher, Mick Finnegan, Terang Mortlake take you on Port Fairy. What's the latest, Mick?
Yeah, 15-minute mark in the second quarter, and Train Mortlake a 1-5-11 to Port Fairy 6 points. Great.
So low-scoring affair there at Ridley Recreation Reserve.
Oh, I'm just watching a bit of byplay there between Couch and Bailey Keith. I can tell you something, Bailey Keith won't take a backward step. That is for sure.
Well, let's go to Wally Sear. Cobden take you on the Warrnambool Blues at Cobden. What's the latest there, Wall?
We are 4 minutes into the second quarter, a point to Warrnambool, but all Cobden in the first quarter. They kicked 8-1-49 to Warrnambool 2 goals straight. Their midfield absolutely running rampant here at the moment, and Arthur Armstrong, the main goal contributor, with 3.
Gee whiz, a big start there by the Cobden Bombers. Couch had the mark, went to sell the candy and just couldn't quite execute the kick, and it goes out of bounds and we'll have a boundary throw-in. And we'll also go to Ash Carlson up at the Friendlies, South taking on the Hamilton Kangaroos. What's the latest, Ash?
5 minutes into the second quarter in pouring rain. South Warrnambool 2-6-18. Hamilton 2 points.
Good lead there by the Roosters in tough conditions at the Friendly Societies Park. Back here, it's inside forward 50 for the Koroit Saints. Boundary throw-ins nice and deep. Vardy front position. Byrne leading the charge, but it just trickles over the boundary line, and we'll go down to Tildy Carter on the boundary line, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, that actual breeze has just died down again a little bit, boys. So a bit hard to read here at the moment, but I'll tell you what, the ground's starting to chop up a little bit after that shower at quarter time. So goals are definitely worth their weight in goals here today, boys.
I'm enjoying the all this byplay. As I said, I can't take my eyes off Keast and Couch, but also Liam Hoy, the skipper of Koroit, came across, and I don't know whether he's working out Monday's rosters with Keasty for wild racing, but he sort of put himself in between them as well. So it's really interesting here at the minute.
They're not best of friends, these two sides, I don't think. No.
Young James tried to get it across there to a team. In fact, it's going to go. The free kick's going to go to Luke Wines. He's kicked it wide. Now they're going to go down the wing, but getting in the road, almost taking the mark, was Mooney. a fresh area there by the North Warrnambool Eagles. Now the stack's on the mill, and I think there'll be a ball up out there, the will. So right on that far outer side wing. And, it's been all the North Warrnambool Eagles in this second quarter. So ball up, it's going to be Vardy. Beautiful tap down, came towards Keese. Keese got it across to McKinnon. McKinnon's kicked towards centre half forward. Coming from behind was Everall, but he couldn't quite make the contest. Beautifully roved off the deck there by Mooney. Mooney goes short, good kick. It's going to favour Dobson. So Dobson was going to come to this near side. Now he elects to go far side, and it's going to be taken out there by Block. But he's besieged by 3 Eagles, and they're going to retreat here, the Eagles. It's come back towards Couch to Keese. He couldn't control it. That was nicely done out there by Rook. Squares it up looking for Neve. He's outnumbered in height, but he's done well to get it to ground level. Chipping in there was Brennan for the Eagles. He couldn't get it. Little handball out the back. Came to Neve. He's on hands and knees. Went to ground, but he's going to earn himself a free kick. So Jira and Knee through sheer persistence, eyes. That's exactly right. He had about 3 cracks at it.
And he was even on hands and knees, mate, but he wouldn't give it up for a second.
He wasn't. He was out pointed in height initially by Luke Wines, but he just kept trying and trying with a little bit of assistance.
I'd be happy to have it in his hands too if he can just get some firm footing here.
It's a nice kick. He looks like he's in reasonably good footing there, eyes, and he fancies his chances. He'll kick from about 40 metres out, directly in front of the Bega Cheese end. He's going to have a little bit of a breeze behind him, so Neve comes in, drop punt on its way, it's swing to the right, and it's missed to the right. So just the one behind, added by Koroit. They go to 4-2-26. That is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. They trail North Warrnambool 5-2-32. 9 minutes second quarter. Scotty Carter down there on the boundary for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Solutions. It's an entertaining second quarter.
It is, mate. It is. Just the Eagles made a couple of blues there trying to feed backwards handballs on just shifty ground, mate. You just lose too much ground if you make a mistake.
Oh, nearly a nice one-handed mark taken there by Ben Miller in tough conditions.
Well, when you feed it backwards, as you well know, Tildy, your teammates got to sort of put the brakes on, and in these conditions you just can't get footing.
100% right, Osh. You're just flirting with danger.
Yeah.
Nagorka first to it. Noonan comes through, couldn't get his foot on the boot. They're asking the question, the North Warrnambool Eagles, and we'll have a stoppage between wing and half forward. Broadcast side favouring the Saints, who are kicking to the Bega Cheese end in this second term. Vardy up against the ruckman of McCosh, who did the good follow work, got the handball out. Neve was there. Matty Wines, who's had another solid game here this afternoon. Just happy to hold things up. So it's been a good start by the Eagles. They've kicked 2 goals in this second term, and they lead by 6. 10 minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. Umpire Walker reconvenes. Vardy couldn't quite get the fist on it that he would have liked. Coming through there was Grundy up against Neve, and the ball goes over the boundary line right in front of Tildy Carter, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Really enjoying the battles at centre forward and centre back, respectively, for both sides. I think we've got Wines and Bolsh at one end, and the other end of the ground we've got Dobson and Adam Wines. Really good duel so far.
One thing Adam Wines has done, he's made Dobbo just work up the ground a bit further, so he's not quite as dangerous.
Yeah, he has. He's had probably 7 or 8 touches himself, Adam Wines.
Yeah.
So he's Vardy and McCosh. The big Vards made a return to Western Australia last week and checked out some of his premiership teammates, and that ball's gone over the line out of bounds. That kick was by Harry Noonan. So the relieving free kick will be taken on the defensive 50-metre line by Brennan. So Will Brennan gives it to Scoble, got it back to Brennan. Now he kicks wide into space. It's a good kick if it comes off, and it does. That was a nice kick. Now it comes out to McKinnon. Left foot short. Goes out there towards Keast, and a good mark. A nice mark. That was taken out there by Tommy Keast. He plays on, and he's not going to allow him to play on. He's got to come back behind his mark. So Tommy Keast, just forward of centre here for the North Warrnambool Eagles this afternoon. And he's going to try and drive them into attack, but a lot of players getting back, so he may have to go wide. He does now. Kicks it out wide, and that's a good kick taken on that far outer side, and it'll come back inboard. And it does come back inboard, and this is Bailey Keast. So his handball went out to McKinnon, take 2. So McKinnon, top of the goal square, marking contest. Getting in front was Everall, couldn't quite take the mark. The spore from behind came from Bolsh. He's got him by one arm. But umpire Jennings gives him the benefit of the doubt, and he'll come in and throw it up about 35 metres around from the North Warrnambool goal. They lead 5-2-32. Koroit 4-2-26. 12 minutes second quarter action here this afternoon. Hampden League Live match of the day. Victoria Park Koroit So beautifully taken out there by Rook. A wobbly old kick towards the centre. Good mark and well judged by Scoble. He plays on his pressure from behind by Couch. He's read him down. And Big Wilbur lets him know about it too. So Will Couch playing well this afternoon. So he's at centre half back. He comes wide to Neve. Now Neve's got Hoy further on if he wants to use him. He'll give the handball over the top there to Peterson. Peterson will go down the line looking for McCutcheon. Blair McCutcheon stood his ground, couldn't mark it. Came out to Brennan. He's tackled, going nowhere, holding the ball, said the umpire. And the free kick will be taken by Big Jag McInerney.
Oh, 50 there as well. He forcefully threw it into Jag McInerney. Probably wasn't needed there, Eisen.
No.
He's given away 50 and he'll put him within range.
They've got to just control tempers both sides here because every goal's going to be so important here today, Hilly.
So short 50, Hilly, you reckon?
Yeah, maybe a fraction.
He's giving him a 37.
Maybe a 40, I reckon. I know.
Yeah,
that's about it, mate.
Anyway, he's got he's in range, McInerney, and that's all that matters. So Jag McInerney, probably not the most noted goal kicker.
Might jag it though.
He might jag it, pardon the pun. Good kid to boot. He'll come in from 40, gives it everything,
nice
and
kick.
he's done enough, Jag McInerney.
No problem.
Easy for Big Jag, and it's 5-2, 32 apiece here at Victoria Park. 13 minutes gone, Tildy. Good game of footy between two quality sides.
Yeah, it's a quality game of footy considering the conditions, boys. It is pretty choppy. I was just about to sing the praises of Brennan. I like his dash and creativity off half back, and all of a sudden a little bit of undisciplined play, so he's got one to make up here for the Eagles.
Yeah, he has. As Lockie Rook comes off for a well-earned spell. He's been in everything this afternoon. And, there's been a lot of good players out on this ground. So we've just ticked into 14 minutes and we're dead set locked at 5-2, 32 each of two. So it'll go up. It'll be the goal kicker McInerney up against Vardy. Nobody really got a decisive tap out. Now it's on the ground. Liam Hoy was one of those players, and that is Keast also getting up. So there'll be a secondary throw up. McInerney. Again, nobody actually touched it in the end. McInerney tried to get a tap. It came out to McLaughlin. That was McLaughlin. His little toe poke went forward to McKinnon, but he's tackled and going nowhere. So just forward to the centre here for the North Warrnambool Eagles. There'll be another ball up, so umpire Jennings will throw it up. It's going to be Vardy and McInerney again. Vardy back position, got the tap down. Good interception there, butted up well. Nobody can really take clean possession. Neve runs forward, may have been tackled without it. No, said the umpire. Came out to Hoy. Hoy's handball over the top was good for McCutcheon. This is Blair McCutcheon, an Eastern medalist in the District League. Kicks out wide. This is the young fella out there in Moss McInerney. So young Moss kicks it to the pocket, to the lead of Couch, but a good spoil in the end over the top there was by Bailey Keast, and there'll be a boundary throw in deep in the forward line for the Koroit Saints. And it's all level here at Victoria Park here this afternoon, 5-2, 32 apiece.
Summer's day, Tildy downstairs, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
There's some sun out here. Yeah, it's not too bad, I must say. In these conditions, boys, there's no link-up handball or anything like that, but gee, I've been impressed by the tackling pressure of both sides.
Yeah, that's why they're where they are on the ladder. Two quality sides going head-to-head. Vardy looking for front position, and they get the kick out of defensive 50, the Eagles. McKinnon presents really well and got the handball to Cal Grundy to a nice handball of Harry Keast. He was looking for the run of Wines. Coming through was Peterson. Intercepted. Now it's Harris. Has to put it on the boot hurriedly. Diving at it there was Tommy Batten. Harrington looking to just ease things up, sees it over the boundary line, will have a boundary throw. And what do you thought, Eyes? 16 minutes gone, the halfway mark of the second term.
Yeah, pretty much even Stevens, Silly. I'm enjoying the game. There's no doubt about that. And I guess the scoreboard tells us it's even Stevens as well. But I think it'll just go down to the wire here today.
So boundary throwing will occur between wing and half forward. Broadcast side, just a little bit shallow, the throw in. Sucking off the ground, there was McLaughlin, but I reckon that's kicking in danger. Was very close, and the Saints will get the free kick, and that'll be McInerney. So he kicked a beautiful goal just before. He wanted the handball, time to play on. He's just stepped off his mark. Short kick, Campbell spots him up nicely. So Gus Campbell, been a real important player in the midfield, gets it to a running Mac Peterson who hasn't stopped, and the umpire says no, play on.
I think it hit the ground, Hilly.
Yeah,
I think that's a reasonable call. Yeah.
Right in front of me, boys. Good decision.
Yeah, in a perfect position there, wasn't he?
So well done to Ash Jennings, umpire doing beautiful things. Tap down from Vardy. Well read there by Block. He'll go on the left boot. Has to sort of try to work it around inside forward 50. Approaching is McCutcheon. His ground ball's good. Supporting there is Clem Nagorka. Handballs to McInerney. Goes into Connor Byrne. He's into the pocket. Over the top. And here comes Sam Dobson for his second. Good teamwork goal. A chain of handballs. And the Saints hit the lead eyes.
They do. It's toing and froing. And I'm liking young McInerney in the ruck too. He's sort of matching motors and doing a pretty good job because a very, very experienced and very good ruckman in Vardy. But I reckon the young kid's doing a good job.
He is indeed, Eyes, and they're going in tandem sort of against Vardy with also McCosh. But yeah, you're right. He's improving all the time, young Jag. He wasn't in the team sort of early days this year, but he's played a few games over the journey. But this is probably his most consistent patch of games, which has been good.
And then obviously being able to sneak forward and kick a goal too. He's having an impact.
Yep, so entertaining contest here at Victoria Park, Koroit this afternoon. If you're listening, you've probably already downloaded the Listener app and you can hear all of the action. This is Hampden League Live, so Vardy up it goes with McCosh. McCosh out position Vardy that time and won the tap out. A kick off the ground was by McCosh again, followed up. Running onto it is little Rolly Parsons. He's been pretty good in patches too today, the young fella. But that was good though. Might have been a fray, was it? No, advantage paid to McLaughlin. So the kick went down the ground.
Any relation, Parsons? Poss?
No.
Oh, he's not one of your mob?
No, not one of Tina's mob anyway.
Okay, all right. No. I'm having trouble with relations today.
Yeah, it's been a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah,
so many same names, but trying to make the connections, Eyes.
Yes, so it's going to be balling. It's going to be Vardy and McCosh. Vardy gets front position. Didn't quite get the tap down. Came to Brennan, little toe puck. Only went as far as Neve. He's been sensational today for Koroit. Here's Matt Wines. Might have got one in the back, and yes, umpire Mickey Lowther agreed.
Geez, he's had a good year, Matty Wines.
So Wines
is going to go on forever.
Playing half forward today, kicks it out wide to Batten. That's a good kick, but he couldn't quite get there, Tommy. Now he's in a little bit of trouble, but his handball over the top was okay. There's a chance here for Rook to clear for the Saints. He does, kicks down the wing, getting back, looking for it. There was little Moss, or not so much little, but Moss McInerney. But intercepting and taking the mark is Adam Wines. And, of course, when you're up against Adam Wines, you know you got a contest. So Wines will kick back forward. Good kick too, good pass. And it's taken... The mark has been taken by, might have been, is that Wines out there wide? No, it might be one of the Keast boys. So it's gone to the pocket, getting back. Big pack of players. I think someone's brought that down.
Vardy.
Who is it? Vardy, is it? Yeah, good mark by Big Vards.
You could just stretch a bit further than everyone else there.
It was almost as good as his mark in the grand final, which resulted in a goal. So Vardy, the AFL grand final I'm talking about.
He's going to have a deliberate shot
Many
here
moons
by the look
ago.
of it.
He is. He's on a tight angle, Eyes. He's kicking to the southern end here this afternoon. And they could do with one. The Saints. This will draw him level if he's successful. Vardy comes in, drop punt. Will it make the distance? It's just touched on the line. So just one behind. So that takes the North Warrnambool Eagles into 5-3. 33 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. We've played 20 and a half minutes second quarter action here at Victoria Park, Koroit today.
Nice kick in from the Saints to Campbell, and just getting it, there was Hamish Dobson. Young hammer.
Big Juddles, the runner. He's covering the ground beautifully, Hilly.
Here they go. Bolsh, who just gives the handball over the top. Mooney runs in. 30 on the run. Floated towards goal.
He doesn't
had
kick
too
many.
long to think about.
Pushes towards the right.
He was thinking, when's the last time I kicked one? He's saying, no, he's
The closer he got, the more nervous he got.
Joe would have spilled his beer then.
Hey, let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matco Hire. We've got Mick Finnegan, Terang Mortlake and the Port Fairy Seagulls. What's the latest, Mick?
Yeah, 29-minute mark here at Terang Reserve, and Terang Mortlake 2-8-20 to Port Fairy 7 points.
Gee, they've had some opportunities, the Seagulls, but just haven't been able to convert. Let's go to Wally Steer. Cobden taking on the Warrnambool Blues up at Cobden. Wal, what's the latest?
Yeah, 20 minutes down the second quarter, a goal apiece to each team. So at the moment, Cobden's still doing it pretty easy, 9-2-56 to Warrnambool 3-1-19.
Beautiful work, Wally. And let's go up to the friendlies. Ash Carlson, South Warrnambool taking on Hamilton Kangaroos. What's the latest, Ash?
Also at the 21-minute mark now, South Warrnambool 2-8-20, Hamilton 2 points.
Tough conditions around the region with some low scores, that is for sure. And let's go over to Hanlon Park, where the Camperdown Magpies are currently leading 8-3-51 to 5-6-36, so a 15-point ball game between the Camperdown Magpies and the Portland Tigers, and that's at the 22-minute mark of the second term. Back here, it's the Saints leading by 6, half-forward line. Vardy had the best position, just couldn't get enough contact on the footy. Coming through was Hoy. He fell to ground, and we're going to have a stoppage once again. Left half forward, Beaker Cheese End here at Victoria Park.
Yeah, so a little bit of lull in proceedings at the moment. So it's going to be Vardy, his time against McCosh. Vardy got the tap out. It only favoured Nagorka. Picking it up, I think there was Dobson. No, it wasn't Dobson. And they all untangle themselves. It was Big McCosh. So McCosh will contest this ruck up. Ball up now with Vardy. Vardy, big punch. But first back to it was Liam Hoy. A little dribbler. Went as far as McCosh. McCosh got it across there towards Parsons. Now it's kicked into the forward line. Kick off the ground. Here's a chance for... That is Parsons getting onto it now. Well done, young fella. Got it across to Byrne, but his kick was beautifully smothered in the end out there by Noski. So now Neve picks it up. But is he tackled without it? No, said the umpire. You'll ball it up. Umpire Lowther. So it's about 20, 30 metres out directly in front of the Koroit's goal. So they got an opportunity to score. Lee's contracting time clock just ticked into 23 and a half minutes second quarter action. Here's Hoy on the left. Oh, not a good fist of it there, Liam. And it's gone over the line out of bounds. Difficult conditions, though. Not in terms of rain or anything at the moment. Tildy Carter down there on the boundary line for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions. But heavy going at the moment.
Heavy deck. Great summer by Noski because Connor Byrne, he's dangerous when he gets that foot in his hands inside the forward 50.
So boundary throw will occur. 15 around from the Saints goal. McCosh front position. Well read there by the Eagles. It wrapped up straight away. And we'll go once again. So a 6-point ball game, 6-3-39 to 5-3-33. 24 minutes ticked over in this second term. Shout out to Al McCosh from Deakin University. He's tuning in via streamer. He's up in Queensland this weekend, so he's got away from the Victorian weather, and he's seeing a great mark there taken by Connor Byrne, who just judged it beautifully, and he'll go back and have a set shot. Eyes, and as you sort of said with what Will Couch earlier in the game, he might not have to have a lot of disposals, but gee, he can hurt you.
And absolutely, without putting the miles on, he could not be in better hands than Connor Byrne. Only about, he's probably only 25 to 30 metres from goal.
So he's kicked 41 for the year. Byrne comes in. The umpire does not move one step, straight over the top, and he kicks his second. And they've got a nice little 2-goal buffer now, the Koroit Saints. They go to 7-3-45 to North Warrnambool 5-3-33. Second term action, 25 gone on the league contracting time clock. And Tildy Carter, let's go to you, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, he's a quality player, Byrne. Quality player. Difficult matchup. Liam Hoy, you're right, Posse made a mess of that first one, the left foot, but that second one, didn't go a lot of distance, but he was good enough to put it inboard, and Connor Byrne read the flight of the ball, and important goal. What do we got? Probably 5 minutes to go. It's important here that North will hang tough here these last couple of minutes. Don't concede another one.
Yes, a 12-point advantage to the Koroit Saints after they were headed early in this quarter, so up they go again. It's McInerney and Vardy. Vardy got the tap down. Going nowhere there was Keast, and there'll be a secondary throw up. About a metre.
Got one spare back here.
Closer.
I think the Eagles. Noski seems to be a 3-man inside the defensive 50 at the moment.
Yeah, so Vardy and McInerney again. Vardy again goes for the big hammer out of the pack. Came to block, he couldn't control it. The umpire's picked out a free kick here. No, he's got to ball it up, in fact.
Peterson the spare for Koroit as well.
So umpire Steve Walker. It's going to be McInerney and Vardy again. They wrestle. Vardy got a little bit of a tap, but only a favoured block. So Jack blocked, but reading it best for the Eagles was Noski. So Noski goes down the line, kicks to a contest. Well blocked out there by Brennan, but his kick's beautifully smothered by Rook. Now's a chance again for the Eagles to go forward. A little errant kick went high up in the air. Standing underneath with some courage was Keast, but he couldn't affect the mark. Diving in there was McLaughlin. Now there's about 14 on the footy, and the umpire will come in and ball it up just on that far outer side half-forward flank for the North Warrnambool Eagles. 27 minutes gone almost on the Leeds contracting time clock in this second quarter action here this afternoon, Victoria Park, Koroit. So jumping on it was Keast, I think, and umpire Steve Walker will come in and sort it out, and he'll bounce wing position, Hilly, on that far outer side.
Yeah, it's been a great second term. The Eagles started strongly. The Saints have kicked the last couple, and they lead by 2 goals. So outer side wing, contest work hard. Well down there by Rook. Got it out to Noonan. Look to the chip kick. Here comes Connor Byrne. He'll go inside forward 50. Dobson's got 2 to take on, and just too much on the kick in the end. It goes out of bounds, and I'll tell you what, it's probably a win for the Saints in the end because they get it inside forward 50 and they get a chance to reset and have another scoring opportunity. Tildy Carter, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
I think Vardy looks to be going some distance with his, with his tap work, looks to be trying to hit the ball 10 metres forward to take some territory, but Koroit are very good at reading that, and they've set up well for Vardy, going for that forward punch from a ruck contest.
Boundary throw-in is high. Vardy front position. McInerney out of the pack. Salzakani has a shot at goal. Dobson one-on-one. Good defensive work by Adam Wines. He effected the punch over the boundary, over the point line, I should say, and a minor score.
It's a good battle, that one, Hilly.
Oh, it's a ripper. It's A-grade in the Hampton League. 2 A-grade players. 7-4-46 the Saints, 5-3-33 the Eagles. 28 and a half gone.
Yeah, could easily have got caught up in the moment there. Umpire Mickey Lowther and paid a free kick either way, but he just let those 2 players go at it, and it was a great contest. So, Wines has got it. It's Adam on that, deep in that back pocket, kicks down the wing, big pack of players. Vardo, good fly from the side was by Lockie Wines, but he couldn't take the mark. Comes back inside 50. Getting in there was Bolsh, but he couldn't control it. Umpire Jennings will come in and say, "I'll ball it up, boys." Half-forward flank about 65 metres around from the Koroit goal. And they currently lead by 13 points, so up it goes Vardy. Good contest at ground level. These boys are going to be sore tonight, no doubt about that. So umpire Jenny's going to pay a free kick here for holding the ball. He dragged it in. He said it's going to go to Koroit.
They've been quick to call them today, haven't they? They haven't mucked
so that was Harrington. Harrington gets it out. Now it's kicked to the top of the goal square, but it's all the North Warrnambool Eagles, and Noski's played a good quarter here down back for him, and he'll relieve out wide and gets to Keast. This is Harry Keast, and he'll relieve back pocket for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
So Keast, he'll go across the face, has to be clean with the kick, and he is. So Noski with ball in hand. Been a great recruit, Angus Noski. I know we speak about it nearly every game that North Warrnambool do, but he's been a gem. And he gets some good kicking distance outside defensive 50, some good body work by Lockie Wines, but a little bit overzealous in the end, and the free kick's going to go to Koroit. So 29 and a half gone, nearing half time. Great kick from Bolsh on the lead of Sam Dobson. And he was just able to get that little bit of separation from Adam Wines, and the kick was spot on, and Sam's going to load from about 45 metres out, looking for his 3rd goal afternoon. And again, just can't give him too much space, eyes, because he'll hurt you.
He will hurt you. Just sort of test him. It's just right on. He's a beautiful kick, but he's probably got to kick it from 50 and
heavy ball.
Yeah, I reckon
slippery conditions, ground level.
This will really test him.
It'll be one of the great kicks if he's able to do it. So Sam Dobson coming in, improves the angle. The connection is great, and the umpire doesn't move. Lucas Brothers snag of the day from the coach, Sam Dobson. He kicks his 3rd, and on the cusp of half-time, that's a big goal for the Koroit Sun. 8-4-52. They jumped up to a 19-point lead. 5-3-33. Tildy Carter, how good was that from the co-coach?
Yeah, beautiful kick. Everything I said was a spot on. Shifty deck, wet ball, and bang, sailed through. He's a quality player, and really enjoyed that duel. They're having a great duel there. I just wonder now, what are we? There's 3 goals up. Probably North Warrnambool are going to have to try to make the game happen a little bit in the 3rd quarter when they got the bruise. I just wonder whether maybe Noski might go into Dobson. They might shift Adam Wines forward to try to give him a spark after half time.
Yeah, they've got to kick goals now, probably, don't they?
They're going to have to, mate, yeah.
Yeah, so kudos to the Saints. They were headed early 1st quarter and they've bounced back well. So here's McLaughlin, got it across to Brennan. He's under a little bit of pressure, may have been caught without it. No, said the umpire. Harrington at ground level tries to grab it. Matthew Wines comes over the top, but Steve Walker says, no, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up just inside the centre square. Tacking side for the Koroit Saints. We've played almost 32 minutes in this 2nd quarter. Lee's contracting time clock. Vardy got it down. McInerney on hands and knees couldn't control it. and umpire Walker will come in and throw it up again. So siren imminent, you would think, in this second quarter action here today. Hampden League Live Match of the Day. Tune into the listener app if you haven't already got it, but if you're listening, you probably already got it. So there's a free kick. No, yeah, too high, said the umpire. So the free kick is going to go to North Warrnambool Eagles, and it's Keast. Gets it across to Noski. Now Noski's got Luke Wines if he's quick enough. Gets back and he will, so Wines will mark it just. A lot of pressure from Harry Noonan, but well done by Wines. Now he plays on, kicks it inside, so a last chance maybe for the Eagles. Oh, if he had been able to get that handball over the top there, young Jelly. He had a player out, but he's been pinged for holding the ball, and it'll go to Nagorka. So this is Levi Nagorka, a late inclusion into the side today. So his kick goes down the line. Marking contest. McInerney from behind almost juggled it. McCutcheon got it over the top to Neve. Neve paddled it on further afield to Nagorka. Now gets it back McCutcheon. He evades the tackle, goes short, and he finds Dobson. But I tell you what, that was just persistence again, Eyes, and they've done it so many times, Koroit. They just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. Yep. Eventually it's into the hands of this man, and I tell you what, after his last performance, I don't want to put the mocker on him, lads, but you'd just about put this one down, wouldn't you?
Well, just when it looked like North were maybe going to even sneak away a little bit at the start of the quarter, gee, Koroit have hit back hard.
So Dobson just soaking up the time, thinking about things, and thinking about how he can manicure another goal. He's fourth of the day. He'll kick from every bit of 50, and we know he's got the leg. Sam comes in, has a shot, and pushes it to the right. He did everything right, just couldn't quite get it in the end. And it's half time here at Victoria Park, Koroit, our Hampden League Live Match of the Day. It is Connect round. And what a great finish to the quarter there by the Koroit Saints. They lead at half-time 9-4-58 to 8-5-53 to 5-3-33, a 20-point ball game. And their last 7 or 8 minutes, Tildy Carter, were very, very good. Pretty impressive. Good margin now, boys, isn't it? I'm not going to make a prediction what's going to happen the rest of this game. Obviously, Koroit are in the driver's seat, but I'm pretty keen to make a prediction that this won't be the last time we've seen these two sides play each other this year, boys. They're playing some good footy, and obviously they're worthy of where they're standing on the ladder. There's a couple of better players from both sides in your eyes in that first half. Oh, gee, I reckon there's been a few from each side. Probably a little bit quieter that quarter, but I thought the skipper of Koroit, Liam Hoy, has been pretty good overall. Obviously, the obvious is Sam Dobson. We mention him every week, but he's had a huge impact as well. I reckon Dallas Mooney maybe hasn't finished beautifully, but he's had his share of the football. Will Couch has had an impact. Neve, very good. Rook, good. Pretty even effort, really. Koroit, and perhaps if we look across to the North Melbourne side, we spoke about that that contest in the ruck, but the coach has been super for North in Vardy. I reckon he's playing a ripper game. The Keast boys have been good and honest. You spoke about both the Wines boys, but both Matt and Lukey Wines as normal. Even though Lukey spent quite a period on Dobson, he's been pretty influential, and Tommy Batten, since he come on too, of course, has played a part. So, but pretty even performances for both sides, really. Yeah, it's a great game of footy, and the Saints, they just kicked away in that last 8 minutes of the second term to lead by 20 at half time. We're going to take a break here on Hampden League Live. When we return, it's the Crawley's Milk Bar netballer of the week, and we're going to go to the Camperdown Magpies and catch up with Rosie Pickles.
3YB FM's Hampden League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
G'day, Luke Williams here. At Luke Williams Real Estate, competition is in our nature. Per team member, we sell more properties than anyone else. We're not the biggest, but we are the busiest. Luke Williams Real Estate. Let's kick some winning goals together this season.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family, indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop. Open up the shop, time for you, time for me. Loving everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Hampton League Live.
For Sungold, fresh local milk. Ponting's Mitre 10, Harvey Norman Warrnambool and Madden's Lawyers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to the halftime show of our Hampton League Live coverage today between Koroit and the North Warrnambool Eagles. And it's time to recognise, as we do, our netballer of the week. All thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang, the best chips and gravy in the southwest. And if you're heading to a Hampton netball game or just heading through Terang, well, there is your one-stop shop for your next little break. Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang. And for this week's netballer of the week, for the second half of our round 15 split round, we head up only 15 minutes up the road from Terang to the Lura Oval Camperdown, and where we find our co-captain of the Camperdown Open netball side, Rosie Pickles, who is our netballer of the week. Steph Townsend and I caught up with her a little bit earlier today.
We started off well, and it was looking like it was going to be a good game, and then I think it might have been the third quarter or halfway through the second quarter, South just come out and we kind of dropped off a bit, and then it was just a bit too far gone to kind of bring back. But it was a good contest, nice tight tussle with some hot weather, which was good.
I know you're very humble, you'd undersell yourself, but how have you found your season going so far?
Yeah, not too bad. We've kind of just been building a little bit over at Camperdown, but I've got some good girls around me that kind of help me through each week, so getting their opinions and stuff has been really good.
And take us back, Rosie, for where it all began for yourself, netball career-wise. Where did it all start for you?
I played junior netball at Camperdown, and maybe up until bottom age 15s, I reckon it might have been. Then I gave it a break and went and played footy for a few years. But yeah, now back in it maybe 2 years ago and absolutely loving it.
And what was your reasoning behind coming back and playing the game that you absolutely adore by the sounds of it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just, it seemed like everyone was doing, like, playing their netball on a Saturday, and it seemed like such a good social thing. And I was just kind of at home sitting by myself. And I was kind of just looking for the added social side, and yeah, it turns out I love it again, so it's been great.
Yeah, incredible. And I think, Rookie and I had Jill on, a little while ago now, and obviously she's an incredible coach and very accredited. What are the sort of things that she's brought to the club that you're really loving?
Yeah, I think just everything she brings, honestly, her knowledge is so, you can't even describe how good it is. And just her presence being there and everything, you can just go to her for anything. And she's been so great for Camden. I think having someone like that come our way is, we've been really lucky.
And great to see she's locked in for another season as well too, Rosie. Just take us back though, when you first came back to netball, Em Stevens was coaching, did a wonderful job with a really, really young group. Can you believe how far you've come in these few years?
Oh, that first year, it was pretty grim. We still got a few wins on the board, but no, I think Em, and we had Megan there for a while, the first year as well. Those two did so well to get us through the first, and Em especially through the first 2 years. And it's been so crazy to see the change we've had with the young girls. And it's just been so good, honestly, to have the experience in the girls at the age they do. It's, really nice.
And obviously, having played South Warrnambool last week, you spoke about, them coming out in the second half of the game and sort of breaking away. For you and the girls to contest deep into September and deep into finals, what do you think is probably the difference and to where you girls need to be?
Yeah, probably just that confidence. Like, we know we can bring it up to these teams when we actually want to have a crack. It was in the last quarter we kind of got told that we need to start playing a bit better, and we did bring it out in the last quarter, which was nice, but we just need to play that consistent 4 quarters of our brand of netball. And I think just getting used to, it's a hard thing to do over the whole game, but getting used to doing that would be, we need to do that to come into finals.
Now, Mitchell coming across to the club, what type of impact has she had on the club?
Oh, she's massive. It's just so nice having a tall target down in there in the goal ring, and just her knowledge and her experience that she's had playing open at Koroit. It's been really good for us.
And also another recruit too, Annalise Hughes. What about her impact at the club as well?
Oh, another huge one. Me personally, playing in the goal ring with her, like, just so much knowledge with her, and I probably go to her a fair bit on in the game and after the game. But massive pick up for her just to fall pretty much into our laps, which has been so nice.
And I think that's the thing. I think she's been a bit underrated around the Hampden League about how good a recruit she's been. For the Magpies, she's been consistently in the best players. Mate, she's had an outstanding season, probably up there with a lot of other players in the league.
Yeah, she had an absolutely massive season. Just to come back after a few years off, you would not be able to tell at all. She's definitely been holding up our defence, and that's for sure. She's been killing it.
And Rosie as well, we talk about, getting these recruits in, but some of the girls that have been around with you since sort of Camperdown have been on that rebuild mission, talking about like Piper Stevens, I mean, how are those girls travelling along this time of year?
Yeah, no, they're all going good. There's been Piper and Izzy McDowell had their school netball grand final last weekend and they won, so that was pretty good success for them. And just the other girls like Indy, Cameron, Chloe, Davis, we've had a good core group of girls that we've still been developing, which has been really nice.
And finally, Rosie, what about the club itself? As you said, you grew up playing netball at Camperdown. What's the club been to you, and how have they, I suppose, welcomed you back in over the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's just been so nice just to get back into it. I think they're so welcoming, and I can't be more happier to be back at Camperdown, honestly.
And as Steph knows too, they, of course, being the Magpies, black and white stripes, I've got a soft spot.
Stop it.
For Camperdown, it's nothing wrong with that. Hey, and by the way, very talented footballer too.
I have heard this. I have
Rosie
heard
Pickles
this.
off the halfback flank.
Beautiful.
Are we any thoughts about continuing the football career as well, Rosie, into next year?
No, I haven't actually had a thought into it yet. Rookie, we'll see what happens.
Let the dust settle out of this year, I think, and that'll be all we'll say. Hey, congratulations again on being a netballer of the week, Rosie. Great to chat, and good luck for whatever comes the Magpies' way over the next few weeks. It's been an amazing story in the Hampden League to see you girls go from strength to strength, and yeah, we can't wait to see what happens next. Thanks so much for jumping on and having a chat.
Awesome. Thanks, Rookie. Thanks, Jeff.
3YBFM's Hampden League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The world's #1 training method is at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness. High altitude and oxygen training. Just add these to your training and feel the results. Find out more at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness, Homemaker Centre, Warrnambool.
Dr. Xavier McKinnon here from the locally owned and operated Hampden Vet Clinic. We're now in Warrnambool and we're ready to look after your farm animals and available 24/7 if you need us. Pregnancy testing, lame cows, calf disbudding, we do it all.
Hampden Vet. Give them a call. They're good at what they do.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Hampden League Live.
For Warrnambool Nissan, Flying Horse Bar and Brewery, Warrnambool Sheep Metal, Luke Williams Real Estate and Pearson's Nursery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. Half-time almost complete, just both sides making their way out onto the ground and getting themselves ready for a big third term where the Saints currently lead by 20 points. Great chat with Rosie Pickles from our Crawley's Milk Bar netballer of the Elite 1 under Lockie Rook and the team. So 20 points the margin. Tildy, I'm going to go downstairs to you. No rain, seems like it's going to be harassing us over the next hour or so, but you never know with Western Victoria weather. But obviously it's a big quarter here for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Tildy might not have the pack on. I might go to you, Poss. A big quarter for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
It is, Hilly, it is, because, they don't want to lose touch. What is it now, 20 points? And that was a fantastic second quarter. Bounced out of the blocks, the Eagles, and took the lead. But then to Koroit's credit, they just steadied and were able to go bang, bang, bang and put some goals on the board and put the pressure back on the Eagles. So it's one of those games where it's to and fro, but this has obviously been the largest lead of the afternoon, that 20 points. So you're right, if Koroit were happen to kick the next two, get out to a 5 or so goal lead, it's going to be tough for the Eagles. But who knows? We just don't know. Given the first half we had, which both teams have had their share of the footy and had their share of scoring opportunities, who knows what we're going to get? But it's a very entertaining contest.
Ozzy, I want to ask you, Mickey Burke, because I shouldn't say Mickey Burke's Warrnambool Whalers Hotel quaddy competition. Are we alive? Have we had the first leg?
The first leg is being run and hopefully won in just a moment, Hilly. But the reception out here, everybody's on the first leg of the quaddy by the look of it. Very hard to. We're hanging. I reckon we're out. Oh, mate, I hate it when you can't see what's going on. But
no.
Yeah, $10 winner gets the first leg of the quaddy, but it ain't us, unfortunately.
So Peter Canady won't get the recipient of the Whalers Hotel jackpot this weekend. Well, if we can get legs 2, 3 and 4, well, at least you've got 3 the way.
Well, that's normal. But anyway, that's how she goes. That's how she rolls.
Bit of fun. All right, let's get third term action underway. And it's umpire Walker with a ball in hand. The Saints lead by 20 points. Jake McCosh in the ruck up against Vardy. Vardy with a commanding tap down. Reading at best there was block, and he's wrapped up straight away. The second effort by Vardy. Very good. And we'll go once again. So Vardy just wearing him close with the body, got the big spike down. Rook sort of leading himself to the possession. He gets it. Looking to wheel around on the right boot. Hooks it around that half-back line, looking for Connor Byrne up the ground. Byrne spearing pass towards centre wing, and he's looking for Liam Hoy. Awkward bounce. Will it bounce favourably? It won't. Cobb right on his tail. Nice bit of work there. Cobb goes in once again. The Eagles had it, then lost it. Harry Keast. Now it's the Saints. They move it towards half forward, and Will Couch takes a nice mark. And he's going to go back. No, he's not. He's going to put it into the path of Moss McInerney, the first gamer. And let's see what Moss can do. Won last year's under-16 goal-kicking award, so he knows where the big sticks are, Moss. And he's had a good year in front of the goals in the under-18 competition. But this will be huge. We saw Charlie James get the ovation from the Eagles for his first goal. Let's see what Moss McInerney can do here. He'll kick from 25. First game comes in, and McInerney doesn't disappoint. Big Moss kicks his first goal in Hampton football, and they get around in the Saints, and a nice early start for the Koroit side. 9-5-59 to 5-3-33. 26 points, Tildy Carter. A nice way to start this third term for the Saints.
Yeah, they're up and about, the Saints. No problems there. Unselfish play from Hoy, spotting up that short kick, but they're going to take a lot of stopping from here. What have they got it out to now? What are we? 26 points, yeah. So it's a fair way back from here for the Eagles. They need to respond and respond quickly.
They do, and I said just before the quarter started, Tildy, what they don't want is get this beyond 5 or 6 goals, because that'll be super hard. So the Lee's contracting time clock, we were less than 2 minutes into this third quarter, and McInerney, the Moss variety, has a goal on the board in his first in Hampden League football. So Ash Jennings just waiting for the kids in that far outer side wing to get back under the fence and he'll get proceedings back underway. So it'll be Vardy and McCosh. Up they go. Vardy got the tap out. First onto it, though, was it's a free kick. It's going to go to Koroit, and getting up is Liam Hoy. So he's had a couple of possessions early in this third quarter, the skipper.
Boys, who do you reckon's the best from your point of view, Hilly and Poss? Is it? It's pretty even both sides, aren't they?
Yeah, they've all had some very good players. So it's going to be difficult, of course, to pick that Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day on cue there, Eyes, because we'll all have to start thinking about that as we get deeper into this game. So there's going to be a ball up on that far side. It's going to be Vardy. Got the tap down. He's picked out a free kick here. It's going to go to Vardy. So big Vards, and speaking of good players, he's been pretty good, Eyes.
Been very good.
Done most of the ruck work all day. He goes short. Good kick. And the mark's taken out there. That might be Scoble, I think, but it's a kick down the line. An old scrubber. Getting back is Tommy Batten, but he ran over the line and out of bounds. There'll be a boundary throw in. Right in front of our camera position over there. Shout out to Logs and the boys over there doing a fantastic job. Hampden League Live this afternoon from Victoria Park, Koroit. Beautiful conditions at the moment. We had a little brief shower early, but I think now we might even get through this game unscathed. So dead set centre wing boundary throw in. It's going to be McCosh and Vardy again. Good throw in too. Vardy got front position. Probably come off his shoulder, really, and no decisive bounce, and there'll be another ball up in that same position. So it's going to be Vardy and McCosh again. So up they go. McCosh went a little bit early. The ball spills to ground. Trying to run onto it was Nagorka. Now it spills to the back.
Free kick.
It's a free kick. It's going to Koroit. So a little short kick down the line was good. Moving the ball gently the Saints as they did in their first quarter. But the ball's gone over the line, out of bounds, that far out of side, so it's about 50 metres around from the Koroit goal, and they lead 9-5-59. That's on the Solomon's floor and Blinds scoreboard. 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes least time Lee's contract in the time clock, Hilly. Take over, my friend. You've got the yips, big fella.
Mako higher around the grounds just quickly over at Hanlon Park. The Tigers have kicked the first 2 goals in the third term, so it's an 11-point ball game, 7-6-48 to 9-5-59. So a good start by the Tigers in the third term over at Hanlon Park, and we'll go all the other around the grounds in a very short while. Ball inside 50 for the Saints. McCosh and Vardy. Geez, Vards is a workhorse. He's rucked pretty well 95% of the time for the Eagles. And no one got a really clearing possession. So everyone held up, and we'll go once again. 30 out from the Saints goal. They had the first one through Moss McInerney in this third term. 50-50 ball. No one can get a clear kick out of it. Harry Keast in there's had a great game. He's been a real solid contributor, Harry Keast.
He has.
So again, we're probably about that 35, just approaching that 40-metre margin out from the Saints goal. They get the clearing kick outside defensive 50. They dive at it, winds, slip through a few sets of fingers. Tommy Bolsh with some great composure goes over the top and finds Clem Nagorka. Spears the pass inside 50, almost intercepted there by Vardy. Nice work by Jack Block, has a flying shot at goal. It was a real ambitious one. It was on his non-preferred side, and he kicks it out of bounds on the full. Hey, Tildy, let's go to you all. Thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions.
Pretty good conditions now, boys, after half-time. I think the breeze has dropped. Maybe just a 1-goal breeze now down to the town end, but look to have all the answers at the moment. The Saints, boys, are pretty impressive.
Yeah, they do. And for Koroit Pharmacy, any medical injury report, anything to report down there from either side?
Still seem to be a pretty clean bill of health, I think, Boss.
That's nice. So this is Liam Anders. Beautiful kick down the wing and flying for the mark. In fact, he paid the mark. That was Vardy.
He's their best player, I think.
Yeah, he started this quarter really good. So Vardy down the line again. This is Keast reading it better than everybody. And Harry Keast. Now he's got runners inside. If this bounce is okay for Wines, he'll run into an open goal. It does bounce well for Wines. He does run into an open goal, and he gets one back for the Eagles. So beautifully done. A couple of long kicks there, Eyes, which resulted in them getting into some space. And Wines read it well to lead to the top of the goal square. The ball went over the top, ran onto it, and bang.
Yeah, and initiated by probably North's 2 best players in Vardy and Harry Keast. And then, as I said, the clever wines, you don't have to, as long as you kick it to the right spot.
They'll do the job for you.
He'll find it. And he did absolutely that and puts them back into the game.
Yeah.
They really had to kick the next one, and they have.
They did, and just before we go around the ground, so we got Koroit 9-5-59 leading at North Warrnambool 6-3-39. We've played almost 8 minutes in this third quarter.
Let's go to around the grounds, all thanks to Matco. Hi, Mick Finnegan, Terang Mortlake take you on Port Fairy. What's the latest, Mick?
Yeah, Trang have just kicked a goal. The weather's turned up here. It's quite wet out there for the players, but Trang Mortlake, 3 goals. You know, they're just doing the scoreboard at the moment, guys. Yeah, 4 goals, 8, 32. Port Fairy 1-10-16.
Nice lead there in tough conditions for the Bloods. Let's go to Ash Calson, Friendly Societies Park, up at the Friendlies. South Warrnambool taking on Hamilton. What's the latest, Ash?
South Warrnambool about the 13-minute mark. Sam Kelly just about to shoot the goal and he's kicked it. So we move along to 5-14-44. Hamilton 2 points. 13-minute mark.
There.
Had a lot of pings at goal by the sound of it.
Yeah, tough conditions up there as well. Back here, the kick inside 50s, well read by Angus Noski. That was an elite mark, some great hands. Yeah, highly rated, and was a Team of the Year member last year, an easy one at centre-half back. So some good scores. We might, I'll see if I can get around the grounds, all thanks to Macco Hire on Play HQ. And currently it's Cobden 10-4-64 leading Warrnambool 5-4-34. And it's 10 points the margin. Camperdown 9-5-59 leading Portland 7-7-49 over at Hamlin Park. So a couple of close matches and a couple of games that are in control by the leading team. Back here, it's the Saints leading by 20 points. Ball on the half, or between wing and half forward. Vardy up against McInerney. And you just got to take your hat off to Vards. He's just a competitor. Doesn't stop working. Strong. McInerney got a little tap down, find Harrington. Clem Nagorka looking to draw the handball and finds Campbell inside the centre corridor. Short kick looking for McCutcheon. Approaching it really nicely was Brennan. Goes in for the second effort, McKinnon. That was Sam. Did nicely. Got it out to a teammate in Jelly. Lost the football in the end there. Cobb went in for a second effort. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. And we're going to go downstairs to Tildy Carter, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
He's Koroit to still maintain that pressure and that tackling pressure, boys. It's just not an easy kick out there for the local Eagles at the moment. It's just shut down their space.
They bought it today, didn't they?
Yeah, they've come to play ice. There's no problem there.
So this is Vardy and McInerney this time. Vardy got the tap down and favoured Harrington. He couldn't get it. It came to Cobb.
Free kick
Off the ball, is it here, I think? Yeah, it's going to go to Couch.
So against Keys, just got him a little high.
Yeah, so Will Couch tries to honour the lead. It's a nice kick to Dobson.
It's a beautiful kick.
And, well, if it's anywhere within arm's reach, this man's just going to mark it. It's as simple as that. Sometimes when it's not even at arm's length eyes, he's in just a freak. An absolute freak, this man. So
It's over the ground well for a bloke who's 6'3".
Unbelievable. So he's going to line up for his 4th goal here, and we're going to get a good view of it.
Don't poke the bear, Couchy.
He's kicking to the scoreboard end. Here's Couch and Wines.
Couch and Keist.
Within proximity. So here's Dobson for his 4th. And Koroit's 10th. Dobson, kick on its way, swinging to the right. Will it make the distance? No, in fact, it's just gone, it's been touched. It's out on the full, in fact, hit the point post.
That shows you the value of, just how stiff that bruise might be down that end post.
Yeah, just pushed it across. So Noski's got it. Gives it out there to Cobb. He'll get it wider to, I think that's Scoble out there, is it?
Might be all the more reason North really need to get on their bike here, don't they?
They do. Little short one went to McKinnon. So McKinnon with some patience. Got it across to Cobb. Kicks down the line. Getting in front's McInerney and Vardy there as well. But hang on, said the umpire, against Vardy. So the free kick will go to McInerney. So Jag McInerney kicked the goal, as did his brother Moss, his first in Hampden League football a little while ago. So McInerney kicks down the line, marking contest, big pack, up they go. The spore from behind was good. It came to McKinnon, but he couldn't control it before it went over the line and out of bounds. We've played 12 minutes on the Lee's contracting time clock here at Victoria Park, Koroit, this afternoon.
I just wonder whether the McInerney's parents are musos or love their music, because We've got a Jagger and a Moss, an Ian Moss, so, maybe.
I'm not sure.
Daniil.
I think Daniil will be a better singer than Luke, to be perfectly honest with you.
The captain and Daniil.
Yeah, the captain. 9.5.59, 6.3.39. That's on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard.
So Vardy front position up against Jag, and a nice little punch down, about 20 metres gathered. Just losing it there in the end was Dallas Mooney. They're trying to extract it here, the Eagles, and they're just fighting tooth and nail here, the Saints, to keep off. They're just playing a good game of keepings off. Matty Wines barges through. He's wrapped up. He's not going anywhere. And nor is this man on the boundary, because he's done such a beautiful work all day. And I'll speak of Tildy Carter.
Yeah, as I said before, boys, they just can't find any space, the Eagles. They can't sort of link any play up, and I guess you've just got to give credit for Koroit. Their pressure's been enormous today.
Yeah, agree.
It's been elite. Umpire throws it up. Vardy, front position. Hoy at the bottom of the pack, reads it nicely. Just didn't get the execution off the handball that he would have liked. And a throw, so the Eagles get a free kick.
Just been impressed, Hilly, the way that Koroit's on balls are just, they're virtually rove to Vardy's hit-outs.
Yeah, true. They've obviously done their homework.
Yeah, they have, mate.
Anders inside 50, drops a little bit short. Tommy Keys had it, lost it. Mooney just happy to hold up proceedings, not going anywhere, and we'll have a stoppage inside the Eagles forward 50.
He's got his hand on the footy all day. He's played pretty well, but just hasn't been able to hit a midfielder on the fly at all, if you know what I mean.
So let's go again. The early jump from McInerney, the hit down to Anders, but then it was robbed by Block. Here comes to Harry Keast on the left boot. Kicks towards the top of the square, diving at it. Here's Everell, right foot snap. And a minor score.
Oh, no. He liked it.
He did like it, Zach Everell, and he rode it beautifully. But the umpire said no, it was a minor score on that near side. So the Eagles go to 6.440, trailing Koroit 9.5.59, and we've played 14 and a half minutes.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard for a goal today, Zach Everell, either, which is not unlike him. He's unlike him because he's had a pretty good year in front of goal. There's a short kick by Miller found Neve. Neve goes wide again. And this is Mac Peterson. So he's tucked in the back line. He plays on. He's going to go short. That's a good kick, too. He comes off to Tommy Bolsh. Bolsh will come in, ball back to Neve, but that's not a good kick. He's turned it over. And fingertip a taker by McLaughlin. So he squares it up to Wines. This is Luke, all on his own. And he was going to pass it off, but now he's decided to take the responsibility upon himself and try and go back and kick his second of the quarter.
It's been lively since he's gone to half-forward post in this quarter.
Yep. He has. He's in a similar position in terms of degrees down there, Tildy, but he's probably a little bit further out than he was that first time.
Fair way out, Poss.
He kicks from 50, kicks on its way. It's a nice kick off the boot. It's going to drop short. Up they go, almost to Mark Deverill. Grabbed by Matty Wines. Tried to get rid of it before he actually had it, I think, in the end. He's got another chance, but no, it's gone over the line out of bounds. So boundary throwing in the forward pocket. Scoring chance for the Eagles. They need one. They currently trail by 19 points. So this will be Wines contesting this ruck duel this time. Does it in the forward line. Vardy sits off a bit, so it's McInerney from behind. Wines in front. Oh, nicely taken away by Campbell. Little grubber. Came towards Couch. Couch and Keast. They've been at it all day, these two. Couchy gets it, grabs it, but he's got no prior opportunity, said Stevie Walker, and he'll ball it up just on the 50-metre line, tacking side for the North Warrnambool Eagles. We've played 16 minutes in this third quarter. Lee's contracting time clock. Vardy got the tap out. Might have got one too high there. No. Ball's at ground level again, and Stevie Walker will come in, and he'll bounce again. So right on the 50. Might pick a free kick out of this soon. They tend to do it after there's been a few stoppages. Up it goes. So McInerney from the front got the tap down, came to Luke Wines. He dropped it almost straight away. Another tackle wrapped up. See if you can clear this congestion. Hilly, have a crack.
Yeah, it's been a tough at times, hasn't it? So 19 points to the margin. Half forwards the destination. Vardy with a big tap down. The handball intercepted, and Lockie Rook just got some distance towards centre wing. Oh. Dobson, third man in line, and takes a beautiful Peter Bolsh-Bridgestone Player of the Day contender. Oh, he's a beauty, Sam Dobson. And he looks to kick to centre half forward. Riley Parsons out in front, takes a nice chest mark. Further afield, Blair McCutcheon. And McCutcheon takes the easiest of uncontested marks. 35 metres out. He wants to go short, and he wants to get it to Tommy Bolsh. And the half-back flanker, or the centre half-back, will have a set shot 22 metres out. Slightish angle, And a rarity to see Bolsh kick a goal, eyes, but I'll tell you what, he did some gut-hard running to get down there and get that kick.
Oh, he makes you work, Tommy. He gets across the ground and he would deserve a goal too. He's played very, very well for Koroit.
So Tommy Bolsh, to extend the lead out to 25 points, comes in. It's a floater.
Missed everything.
And it goes out of bounds on the full, and a free kick will go to the North Warrnambool Eagles. So a let off there for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Wines retrieves his own football, and now they want a couple of passages of play just to try and get it moving forward 50, similar to the one they had before with Luke Wines getting that goal. So the short kick's okay. Finds Scoville. Great to have him back in that lineup. Goes across the face of the 50 and he finds Angus Noski. Noski now just looking for the right option. Spearing pass, but not his best. Intercepted there by Neve. Gets it to Bolsh. Bolsh now goes back behind his mark. He's got Hoy on the lateral. Not his best. Just had to hurry the kick, and a bit of nice work there taken there by the Eagles. Went through the fingers of Peterson. Here comes Big Vards. Taps it forward. Keeping it alive. Matty Wines up against Matt Peterson. Wraps him up. They've asked the question. Yes, and they get the right answer.
Fair enough too.
Nicely done by Vardy there, Oz. He just, he was out. He
kept him in the contest, didn't he?
He did. He just kept it going. So Wines goes wide. It's a high up and under. That was by O'Brien. Sit under that and play fair, they say. It's going to fall back. So Campbell for Koroit judges it better. Oh, he evades the tackle.
Good lad, Campbell.
He's playing well. So kicks down the line and a good mark taken by Block. So Block comes inboard to Bolsh, having a good quarter. Well, he's having a good game. Now
He's everywhere.
Peterson all on his own. Now Peterson in turn has got another player loose out on the wing position here, and he gets it across, and this is taken by young Dobson. So Hamish Dobson, he's going to come inboard. Not a great kick. Come into a little Riley Parsons. He couldn't get the handball out, and Mickey Lowther gave him the benefit of the doubt. He said, I'll ball it up. Right in front of us, eyes here on the wing position on the commentary side of Victoria Park this afternoon.
Well, they've been able to find space all day, Koroit. Get some run happening and, finding space, but North just haven't been able to.
They haven't, and Vardy this time got it down. That was a little bit better. That kick high up and under was by Harris, and a good mark. Judge it well there by Mooney.
How many times has he done that over his career?
I was just going to say, Tildy, probably in that exact same spot. So his little short kick was good.
But he's going to get it every time too if it's kicked in like that. That's just given forwards no hope.
Their foot skills haven't been great today, the Eagles.
No, not at all.
No, they haven't. So this is Block. Kicks down the line. Where's Dobson? Is he in this marking contest? He is, but Wines got a little arm in, which was good. Matty Wines is at ground level, picked up by Parsons. Parsons got it to catch. Little grubber went forward, only as far as Harris. His tackle was good. He was kicking in danger, surely. Yes, said the umpire, and the free kick will go to Bailey Keast.
It certainly will. So Keast just slow to get up. He's a tough player, Bailey Keast. He's been a rip. He's had a career best season at North Warrnambool this year as well. Given that bit of responsibility, he certainly accepted the challenge. So Keast on left half back brings it towards the broadcast side. Tommy batting up against Mooney. Good one-on-one battle. And no one was able to take the mark, and we'll see it over the boundary line for a boundary throw. And Tildy, let's head downstairs to you, mate.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what sort of positional moves you think the Eagles might make here. I guess, they're still within 3 goals, still probably 10 minutes to go in this quarter, so they're still within touch. But in general play, you just got the feel that the Koroit side are on top.
McLaughlin probably hasn't spent a lot of time on the ball in this quarter, so whether you get him on the ball for a 5-minute spurt, because we know how clever and crafty he is.
They put a bit of homework in him, I think. He sort of hasn't had any space to work into all day.
Kick out from Block. It was out of bounds on the full.
Just quickly, Hilly. Tildy, would you consider Adam Wines to the forward line, Noski on to Dobson, perhaps?
Yeah, I think we mentioned that in the first half, Poss. I nearly would, I think, because... Noski, when you give him a job, he very, very rarely lets you down, and we know how good Adam Wines can be when he swings forward.
So Keast traps the footy, gets it to Luke Wines, the handball to Brennan just didn't eventuate. Here's Neve, by a hand to Byrne. Here goes Noski with the interception. He was coming like the Oriental Express. The chip kick comes out to Harley Cobb. Cobb now looks to get a bit of grass down towards McLaughlin. Good body work, lost it. Good recovery from Sam. Gets it now back to a teammate. Grundy draws the player. Here comes Cobb. They're under pressure. Here's Jolly. Left foot kick. The wall's been built by the Saints, and it was well done there by Miller. Block evades and did really well, Jack. and he gets it to a 3-on-1, and the Eagles, Dobson one out. And he got it dribbled straight in the hands of McCutcheon. McCutcheon sidesteps, dances around, 1-2. Here he goes, take a bounce. Oh, he's wrapped up by Noski. And Noski's got him. Gee, that was great by Noski, but the Saints, the build-up was electrifying.
Well, you couldn't blame him, Miles, because he had nowhere to go. He had three North Warrnambool players just standing in there waiting for him to kick it, so he had to do what he did.
Well, the thing was, no one was expecting Dobson to get the footing.
There we go. Here's a turnover block. Gives it to Neve. Neve will have a shot from 35, and he's kicked it. He's kicked a goal. Joran Neve and the Koroit Saints go marching on. They go to 10-5-65. And that is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard at Victoria Park here this afternoon. The North Warrnambool Eagles 6-4-40, 25 points the difference for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions. Scotty Carter, that was just, poor execution up there by the North Warrnambool Eagles allowed that goal.
Yeah, it has, mate. I don't believe McCutcheon got caught in that last piece of play, but do you reckon he's playing pretty creative today? He's very unselfish. I think he's hit teammates probably 3 times today when he could have had shots at goals himself. He makes smart decisions, picks the right option when he's got the ball in his hands.
Yeah, North Warrnambool have been so good for the year, but it's just hard to see that they could come back here today. They just haven't been playing well enough.
25 points the margin.
You think they need another 6 goals from here to win, don't you? It's hard to see how it's going to come.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going to be against the Breeze if there's any last quarter. So
still a goal, Breeze, mate.
It would be huge.
Let's go around the grounds all thanks to Matco Hire. Mick Finnegan, Turing Mortlake taking on Port Fairy up at Ridley Recreation Reserve. Mick, what's the latest?
Yeah, it's 3/4 time here at the Rec Reserve, and Turing Mortlake 4-9-33 to Port Fairy 1-10-16.
Oh, still not without a chance. Still not without a chance. So low scoring up at Ridley Recreation Reserve. Let's go to Wally Steele. Warrnambool taking on Cobden up at Cobden. Wally, what's the latest?
Yeah, 3/4 time here. 1 goal each for that quarter for both teams. So at this point, Cobden 10-6-66, Warrnambool 5-5-35.
So a good lead there by the Bombers at 3/4 time. And Ash Carlson up at the Friendlies. South Warrnambool will take on Hamilton. What's the latest, Ash?
Not far off 3/4 time. South Warrnambool will go along okay in treacherous conditions again. 8-16-64, Hamilton 4 points. And that's at the 9-minute mark.
Will they get a goal, Ash?
We've got the wind in the last quarter.
So maybe an opportunity there. And over at Hamlin Park, the Magpies have had a good last 15 minutes. They lead 12-5-77 to Portland 7-7-49. 3/4 time. So tell you what, if the results go the way they are at the moment, there could be some changes inside the top 5, top 3, which just keeps us all guessing as what the season's done so far.
Intrigued.
The Magpies have rocketed into the equation.
Who called this, Possum?
Who called this?
So the Rook, a nice spot up kick and finds Neve. Neve's got the spare man inside forward 50 and Byrne. Byrne
that's 50.
plays on. No, he's 50. And Noski was just unlucky. He tried to get away from the contest. And unfortunately,
it's there, but it's still.
He's offended. And Byrne kicks his third into the back of the net. And it pushes the lead out to 31 points. 11-5-71 to 6-4-40. The Saints, they're having a great day here at Victoria Park in Connect Round.
Going like winners, aren't they?
They are playing good footy. And Tildy, gee, it's been a good third term.
It has, mate. It's been a pretty even spread across the board for the Saints, hasn't it? It's hard to pick out standouts. I mean, they've had some very good players. Hoy's been good. Connor Burns been good. Tom Bolsh has been good. Will Couch is good. But they've all played their role. And even Jack Block in the middle, I think he's been pretty good too, boys.
This quarter's been fantastic. I think the momentum sort of caused Noski to be where he was on that occasion. So, as I said, he was stiff, but in the letter of the law, I suppose it was there. So, Wines is having a stint in the ruck now for North Warrnambool up against McInerney, and Wines actually won the tap down. It's a kick and in danger. No, it's a hang on, it's a hold. It's going to go to Harrington. So, Brett Harrington in the centre of Victoria Park. He's going to go wide, is he? Yeah, he will. And McInerney's a target! Big fly by Nagorka and the old unrealistic attempt.
Went a bit early,
as
didn't
the
he?
AFL umpires say.
Got some height, though.
He got up and there'll be a free kick. It's going to go to McKinnon. So he was the one standing under the, acting as the step ladder. So McKinnon, half-back flank. Kick kicks down the line. Good kick too. It's going to favour North Warrnambool, and a good mark taken in the end out there by McLaughlin. So he goes into the forward line just over the fingertips of Everall, and it comes out to Bolsh. He'll relieve, kicks it out wide. And on hands and knees, taking a good mark out there for Koroit was, I think it's Mac Peterson. And playing his usual good roll-off half-back, Peterson goes down the line. That's another little finger tipper. Stacks on the mill. The ball goes over the line, out of bounds on that far outside wing. So we have played 27 and a half minutes on the least the least contracting time clock here. Third quarter action. Hampden League live today. So it could be an unassailable lead. 31 points the difference at the moment in favour of the Saints. And this would just about lock them down for finals, you would think. And the ball's back towards the centre of the ground. Jumping on it was Harrington. But there'll be a ball up a little bit closer to the centre and not favouring either team at this stage.
I think it's been a 5-goal quarter this quarter for the Saints. They've played very well. McInerney, a little tap down. Sam McKinnon reads it best. Goes towards centre half forward. Free kick's been paid, and it's going to go to Tommy Batten. Just had that one arm held. Wasn't able to attend that marking contest as freely as he would have liked. And, well, we talk about players in range. This fella's certainly in range. We know he's a big kick. And Tom Batten will look to go back and kick his third. And I recognise...
No problem for distance, that's for sure.
Well, he'll kick from 55.
Yeah, it won't matter. He'll kick it that far.
So Tommy Batten, what a star he's been for the Eagles for many a seasons. The number 9, he's wore it with such distinction. He'll come in and he's going to launch it. And he gives it absolutely everything. Oh, and he's done so well. It's just going to drop on the last line of defence. The numbers come together. They punch it. It'll go over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Maybe I upped him a bit too much. He was about 2 metres short.
So 29 gone. It was an ambitious kick considering the distance and the weight of the football. But the Saints will go into three-quarter time very soon with a nice 31-point lead at the stage.
They will. There's an opportunity here for North before the siren goes. Everall was in front, got the tap down. A kick off the ground out there was by Byrne. It's gone a little forward for the Saints. Another kick off the ground by McCutcheon. Now there's a running race. Nagorka, another kick off the ground. So it's like Arsenal against Manchester United. And another one off the ground. And this time Neve gets
Great
it.
Pick up.
Beautiful pick up at ground level. Got it to Nagorka. Under pressure, dropped it. Tried to dodge one, dodge two. And he's got caught. And now there's... the boys are getting willy now. What's he going to do here, Steve Walker? There is a bit of a punch on out there. There's been a couple of little spot fires here this afternoon. But the free kick will ultimately go to North Warrnambool. It'll be taken by Sam McKinnon. He's been pretty good this afternoon for the Eagles. He's played a pretty good quarter in this quarter, but they're defending. So McKinnon's kicked down the line, Batten got himself into good position and took a good contested mark. So now he'll go one out with Everall. Hasn't kicked a goal today. He's got a chance here. Falls to the back. Campbell and Everall. Campbell, Everall grabs it. Gets it across. Now it's going to be cleared by Miller. Miller got it out wide, and they will clear because this ball's going to come out further wide. A good mark taken by Dobson. So Hamish Dobson, half-back flank, goes short to little Riley Parsons. So Parsons on the wing. Only a youngster. Used to do our junior footy show. So he goes down the line, getting in front of Dobson. He won't drop it, he doesn't. Dobson marks in front of Wines. Now he's going to kick to a wide open forward line if he's going to move it quick. He's electing to go to Couch. So Will with the man bun right in front of us. He's been pretty good today. He's really getting back into some form. Couch kicks it down the line. Good use of the body. Might have been a free kick to McInerney. Yeah, too high, said the umpire. So Jag McInerney. Well, he might just be in scoring range eyes. Do you think he's, 40 metres out, tight angle?
He'll be against a bit of a bruise, although it seems to have dropped again here. But we've said it before, he seems to be a goal kicker, Poss.
He is, and he's going to have to kick now after the siren. So we won't be able to run around. He'll have to kick through his line. So he's right in front of the scoreboard here, which reads 11-5-71 Koroit. North Warrnambool 6-4-40, 31 points. A goal here will make it 37, and pretty hard for the North Warrnambool Eagles after the siren. McInerney kicks it out of bounds on the full. So a 31-30 third quarter here this afternoon. That's on the Lee's contracting time clock. And a brilliant third quarter, boys, by the Koroit Saints. And they lead it 11-5, 71. North Warrnambool 6-4, 40. And Tildy Carter down there on the boundary line for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility, Movement and Solutions. It's going to be difficult for the Eagles from here.
Yeah, very difficult, Poss. Must give credit to Koroit. It's been so even across the board today, as we said. They've had they've had a lot of good players, but I think it's very, very easy to say they probably haven't had very many poor players at all. Everyone's played their role, so it's just hard to see how the Eagles are going to come out and kick probably 6 goals to win this game. I'm not sure. Adam Wines, he's done reasonable on Dobson. Dobson's had the better of the duel, but I just wonder whether they're moving forward or whether they might play Vardy forward. And we've seen Adam Wines go into the ruck and use his body work and get that quick kick forward out of a ruck contest. So I just think they need to try something with him.
Well, let's see what three-quarter time brings and the magnet boards and the changes that we'll see. We're going to take a break here on Hampton League Live. A great third term where the Saints kicked 5 goals and they lead by 31 points at three-quarter time in our Hampton League Live match of the day at Victoria Park, Koroit. It's all about the Saints at the moment.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear? We also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
Have you been injured at work, in a public place or in a motor vehicle accident? Let us help you secure the compensation you deserve. Madden's Lawyers, with you every step of the way.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family, indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Hampton League Live.
For Badeness Rural, Southwest Conveyancing, Rafferty's Tavern, Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Greg Allen Farm Machinery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Oh, the three-quarter time huddles have just broken up here at Victoria Park. Koroit and the Saints, they had a great quarter. They lead by 31 points, 11-5-71 to North Warrnambool 6-4-40. Tildy Carter down on the boundary, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions. Where did you go?
I went and had a listen to Macca. He was pretty calm, obviously. Very happy with the way things proceeding. And I think his big tick was the pressure they've been able to apply all day. It's been first class. You know, when things weren't probably going their way for a period, they still able to apply that pressure and turn things around. And let's be honest, I don't think they want to take the foot off the pedal. They'll want to finish this game strong because they've got a blockbuster against the Blues next week.
Big game next week, and I guess, you know, even the Eagles, I know that they're pretty well sewn up top spot, but, you know, they'll have a big game against Terang Morley, considering, you know, just the delicate situation of the ladder and that as well. So there's some big games over the next couple of weeks.
Massive round 17, Hilly.
Oh, the penultimate round, Tildy.
Yep.
The penultimate round.
These blokes, Koroit out here, to me, boys, they're running into form at the right end of the season.
Yeah, and they're getting personnel back too.
I mean, you put Paddy O'Sullivan and Ben Dobson back in that side next week. It's a pretty powerful outfit, boys.
Absolutely. Rightio. Umpire Lowther. They've done a great job, the umpires, this afternoon. They'll get proceedings underway for this fourth term. It's Vardy up against Jake McCosh. So here they go. Vardy with the tap down straight to Sam McLaughlin. Free kick. He was held on to without the football. So Sam McLaughlin straight in the midfield, going for the A-graders to try and get them back into this football game. So McLaughlin just looking for an option. He'll go short to Brennan, who's just peeled off his opponent across half back. But they're filtering numbers back nicely. The Saints, centre half forward, Peterson, Miller. They get a fist on it. Wines did well to Keast. Here's Zach Everell. The check side smothered by Byrne. First into it there was Tommy Keast. He's wrapped up by a Rook. No space, no winch given to get it out. And we'll have the stoppage right on the 50-metre line. So they'd love an early one just to give themselves a sniffy, the Eagles. Vardy wrestling in that ruck position, only as far as Lockie Rook. Got it out. Dobson and Wine still having that match-up. Nice pick-up by Brennan. Got it over the top. Now they've got some Eagles. If they're clear and they get a bit of space. Here comes Adam Wines. Inside 50. Harris is there. Good punch by Bolt. Lockie Wines rose. Lockie Wines has a shot at goal. And he gives them a glimmer of hope, Lockie. A Lucas Brothers snag of the day by the big man. He's second of the afternoon. And it brings the margin back to 25 points, 7-4-46 to 11-5-71. Good starting first goal this final term, Eyes.
Yeah, agree totally, but probably North have put themselves in a position where they just cannot afford Koroit to kick another one, though, and then it's probably going to be a bridge too far. But nonetheless, perfect start for them.
And it was well done by Big Lockie Wines there, because he probably elected not to actually contest the ruck duel and sort of just peeled off the pack and read that well at ground level. So well done from the big fella. So here's Vardy again up against McCosh. McCosh came over the top and actually won the tap bout. On hands and knees, there's McLaughlin. Now Rook all of a sudden got up with it, but umpire Jennings goes, "I'll throw it up." Going to call him Toby Jennings. He's in action over in Portland today. So there's another ball up. So Ash Jennings will throw it up almost straight in the centre again. So 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes, Lee's contracting time clock, fourth quarter action. Hampton League live here this afternoon from Victoria Park, Koroit. Lockie Rook's got it wrapped up. Ash Jennings will come in and throw it up again, almost in the exact same spot. So Vardy and McCosh. Vardy outmanoeuvres McCosh, tried to get a kick, but he kicked it into Rook. Cushion, that was Blair, couldn't handle it. A little kick, he did pretty well there. Might have been keysed out of the ruck. Oh, beautifully done by Nagorka. Held without it. No, said the umpire, play on. Here's a chance. Luke Widen's in some space. Kicks the ball. Good mark by young James. So James at centre half forward. It's a 50-metre penalty, I think, is it? It is.
Back in it. They're back in it.
So I think that might have been a bit of chat there by Liam Hoy and also potentially Nagorka. So this will bring young James point blank range, so he'll kick his second of the afternoon, and this brings it back to within 20 points. So it's a goal. It's a goal, and well, that's all happened in the space of 3 minutes, so they've wiped 12 points off it in basically using no time. So she's back on.
And everything fell their way because young Nagorka really should have been given a free kick there. He was clearly held without the footy, but nonetheless, North have swooped and capitalised.
They haven't. For B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions, Scotty Carter down there in the boundary line. Was it fair to say there might have been a bit of chat there to Ash Jennings resulting in that 50?
Possibly, but I'll tell you what, I think Luke Wine's been outstanding after half-time for the Eagles. He's really given him bite. He's gone back to half-back now. He's had kicked a goal when he went forward. He's been really good in the second half today for the Eagles.
Tell you what, one more and they make Koroit a bit nervous.
And the wind is virtually gone, boys, too.
19 points the margin, and the secondary throw will occur. So conditions beautiful now out here at Victoria Park, despite the slippery conditions of the ground.
Well, we might have got the best conditions today by the sound of things, because it really hasn't rained while we've been here at all.
No. So the kick out goes towards half forward. Couch gathers, looking to wheel around on the right boot. He does it into the space of Dobson, and Dobson reads it so well.
How many marks?
I reckon he's had at least 9. He's had a good day, Sam Dobson.
That's the norm, though, isn't it?
Well, it's just what we're used to, isn't it? So he's going to go back and have a shot at goal. He'll kick from 47 on the tightest of angles. He's parked right next to the
well, I'm not going to say anything this time, because I didn't think he kicked the last one.
But he's an amazing talent, Sam Dobson. He'll come in, and he's going to have to get it everything right for it to go through. Comes in, connection's good, and he's gone so close, but just kept it to the right side.
Covered the distance comfortably.
And a minor score.
He's a great player.
So 20 points is the ball game now. 5 minutes gone, 11-6-72 to 8-4, 52. And a final term action, the Eagles.
Boys, could he win a Maskell? Notoriously these days that position doesn't win you one, but gee, he's just so influential, isn't he?
I've said about him for years, mate. I barrack for North Melbourne who struggle. How has he never played AFL football?
Well, that year he had at Geelong, where he was really good, but he's just unfortunate that he's one of those VFL listed players that just get sort of pushed out when the AFL boys are playing, isn't it? Yeah, shuffled back. But every time he played, he was playing well. But you're right. You got to think. One of the lower teams, he could have at least been rookie listed. You would have thought so. Here's Bolshon half back.
How old is he now?
He's 30, I'd say.
Yeah.
So good one-on-one out there. Now the cavalry arrive. It's Bolsh. They're all on their hands and knees here. Wines. Here's a chance for North to go forward. The ball spills out the back. It's he's missed it.
Gee, that would have been...
Not quite sure who that was, but he was running into an open
Number 60,
goal.
boss.
Yeah, so that was... He's changed his jumper.
That was what's his name?
It's easy what's.
Not bad, Ice.
So the ball in the meantime back
gets
out
a few kicks.
What the knee?
And we haven't had much comedy today.
But only Brendan. So only Brendan's in the road. Gives it to Matthew Ward.
Yep.
They're going to go forward again, the Eagles. So they're putting some pressure on. Find out who's that number 60 is.
I think it was Cal Grundy.
Cal Grundy. Okay.
He wears 30, so you can times it by 2.
He's doubled it. That sounds logical, Hilly.
They got 19 on the ground.
McLaughlin. Here's number 2, divided by 1. 1 times 1.
He's one.
Up they go. Almost a mark to penalty. It spills out the back. Is that number 60?
No, that's Anders.
No, that was Anders. So Anders has kicked the goal for North Warrnambool, and they have hit back strong.
Just when we said they can't,
they might.
13 points the difference. They go into 9-5-59, and that is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blown scoreboard. Koroit 11-6-72, just 7.5 minutes played, Eyes, and well, as you said, they've kicked that goal. It's making Koroit just that little bit nervous.
Now, these are the moments when Big Vardy usually goes in and thumps it about 20 metres. So this is his moment.
This is his butt race.
Oh, you see it so often when they're on a roll.
Hey, let's go around the grounds all thanks to Matco. Hi, Mick Finnegan's got the close one up at Ridley Recreation Reserve, Port Fairy and Terang Mortlake. Mick, what's the latest?
Yeah, no, Port Fairy come home in the last quarter here. The scores are 4-11 to Train Mortlake to Port Fairy 4-10, 1 point.
Oh, jeepers. Not over. And this could be Terang Mortlake curtains, really.
Back here, Neve with a roving goal, so he puts the margin back out to 19 points.
So important, that tackle in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, terrific.
It was, mate, because it was a beautiful tap out by Vardy. Great tackle.
They were away north, weren't they?
So the Bloods are up by a point in a close one. We'll keep in tabs with Mick over the next 5 or 10 minutes. Let's go to Wally Steer, Cobden take you on the Warrnambool Blues. What's going on, Wall?
20 minutes down, Cobden 10-6-66, Warrnambool 7-7-49. Paulie Pekin having a shot for goal, directly in front from about 30 out.
Interesting kick, that one. If you can nail it, might just help the Bombers. If not, it keeps the Blues with a sniff. Let's go to Ash Kelson, South and Hamilton. Ash, what's happening there?
14-minute mark, last quarter. South Warrnambool 8-17-65. Hamilton 4 points.
So the Roosters going beautifully up there, and then Helen Park, we've got Camperdown leading 12-6-78 to 8-9-57, 14 minutes gone, so 21 points. So still some games open in the Hampton Football Netball League.
And boys, only 9 minutes played here, so North, it's certainly possible still. Gee, we've been treated to some just beautiful ruck work from Vardy. You just watch those taps all day. It's just
it's a masterclass, isn't it?
Well, it's just amazing work.
Hey, Poss, I've got to apologise. It's number 30, mate. The Sun's beaten off the windscreen. It is Callum Grundy. My mistake, mate.
I love
Change the jumper again.
So Mooney with the kick out.
He's only half the player he was earlier.
Brennan got the handball deflected.
So you are right about Vardy's tap work in the centre.
Oh, mate.
Here comes Harrington. Hoy looks to put out in front of Moss McInerney. He'll look to straighten up the kick. Block lost gripping of the ground. Slid was able to recover and got a nice 30-metre kick inside forward 50. Keast up against Couch. And the two big guys go over the boundary line and we'll have a boundary through on Ice Kelson.
Yeah, it's only 45 metres out from Koroit's goal at the bigger end of the ground. And I just feel if Koroit get another one, again, it might be a bridge too far north. I think North's got to do all the scoring from here.
8 points, Terang Mortlake. They've just kicked a goal.
Yeah, so 18 points after that. They got to within 13, the Eagles.
Sam McKinnon's come off, boys, carrying a bit of a hammy here, but by the looks of things.
Okay, so that medical injury report for Koroit Pharmacy. As I said, only a couple of good Barry Kelly drop kicks. And that Koroit Main Street, Koroit Pharmacy. And BMI's down at Cobden. He used to kick those big drop kicks.
Absolutely.
Kicked them to the centre of the ground.
Yeah.
So there's a boundary throw in. It's Vardy. And McInerney, Vardy again. Just smashes it forward.
Jeez, wants some taps.
Liam Hoy couldn't control it. And the ball's gone over the line out of bounds again. So they've got to kick 4 goals to win it, Eyes. And that little goal there, that good goal by Jara Neve, just put a bit of a...
Yeah, hurt a bit. But still plenty of time, Possum. There's at least 25 minutes, probably... at least 20
15
minutes.
plus, yep. So here we go. Picked up by McCutcheon, I think it wasn't that far out of side. Trying to force it forward, the Eagles. Nobody can really control it. Gee, come out to McLaughlin. Could have been paid down the ground. No. They got another chance at ground level here. Good, strong tackle applied there. And umpire Mickey Lowther will come in and ball it up.
You're a numbers man, Eyes. How many hit-outs do you reckon for Big Vards? I reckon 70.
You reckon that many?
At least.
Well, he's going to
say 80.
He's going to go up and try and get 71, which he did. He taps it down, but
it's just the quality of
control
it
over the line.
It's amazing. If he hasn't had a player that he thinks he can push it down the throat, he's given it a 10-metre hit.
So he'll contest this again with McInerney. Eagles just ever so slightly forcing the ball forward to their end. They need another goal quickly. So Vardy and McInerney. Vardy again, the big smash, went forward. Here's a chance for Everell. Oh, his handball was nicely intercepted out there by Dobson. He goes wide, but a good contested mark taken again by the Eagles out there. That was a Cobb. So Harley Cobb goes short to Wines. Lucky Wines has got it. He's had a good day.
Him and Bolsh have had a really good duel, boys. Been very entertaining.
So Lockie Wines, he's on a tight angle. He's right up against the boundary line. He's probably going to kick from, probably close enough to 50, really. He fancies his chances. This would be a good goal.
Hits him pretty sweet, Poss.
He does. So Lockie Wines comes in, nice deliberate approach, good shot. Drop punt on its way. I tell you what, it's not a bad sort of a kick. Oh, just faded to the left. It did hit the post eye, so good eyes by Eyes. And that takes the visitors on to 9-7-61 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard here at Koroit this afternoon. The Saints 12-6-78. We've played 13 and a half minutes on the Lease contracting time clock. Third quarter action, Hampden League Live. Last quarter action, Hampden League.
That was a nice read there by Mooney, but just slipping at the last minute there was Tommy Bolsh. And the ball on that outer side wing. So good finish here at Victoria Park and some other good finishes at the other grounds around the Hampton region as well. Round 16. Ball to be thrown up. This time I reckon McInerney might have got the hand down. He might have got the stat for the tap out. But the ball goes over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. So they're setting themselves up here, the Saints. They don't want to concede where the Eagles are on attack. And they've got the spare number back there as well through Dobson. And that's Hamish. So front position was Vardy, straight down the throat of McLaughlin. Here comes Keys. He gets the handball out to Matty Wines, who wants to go on the left. And he gets the handball out, and they get the running player in Keys going forward. Tommy Batten sets himself. And a nice mark taken there by Dallas Mooney, the ever reliable. And look at the kick from Mooney to McCutcheon. Terrific. Let's go around the grounds. Mick Finnegan, Port Fairy take you on Terang Mortlake. What's the latest, Mick? Mick, what's the latest in your game there?
Yeah, the Bloods are 12:48. Port Fairy 4:11:35.
So they've kicked a couple of late goals here, the Bloods.
Yeah.
Oh, good mate.
I think they're in control.
So Charlie James takes the mark. Inside 50. Batten's going to be the target. Tommy flies. Almost reading it well. Here's Grundy. He's wrapped up. And not going anywhere. So they're giving themselves some chances with some forward 50 entries here, the Eagles. But I'll tell you what, the Saints are standing up in defence. They lead by 17 at the 15-minute mark of this final term. Vardy's in the contest now. Looks for the little tap down for a teammate that was Cobb, who was looking to get it to. Trying to trap it was O'Brien. And again, he's wrapped up and not given any space to get the ball out. And we'll go once again. So 15 and a half minutes gone. Final term. Saints leading by 17. Eagles forward 50. Just watch Matty Wines just lingering around. The tap down was okay from McCosh. He got a bit of height. Here's Tommy Keast trying to move it forward. Nice pick up by Hamish Dobson. Gets it to the skipper and Hoy. Kick outside to 50. 3-on-1. Went through a few sets of fingers. Nice handball over the top. Will it bounce favourably? It doesn't for the Eagles. Cobb first in there. Tries to get it out. Brennan barges through. Didn't quite get the kick. He was tackled straight away.
Rugby.
And a tough bit of passage of play. 50 out from the Eagles' goal. And we'll go once again.
Yeah, well, a snap out of the pack here by Koroit is going to see a couple of one-on-ones. We got Neve and Wines back there for Koroit. There's a tackle and there'll be another ball up. So just inside 50, they're tacking in for the North Warrnambool Eagles. We've played almost 17 minutes. Lee's time clock. It goes to Connor Byrne, well tackled and holding the ball, yes, because he had one arm pinned and he couldn't do anything else. So there's a free kick. Yep.
Perfect. They need to go from this.
So this is Harley Cobb. He's going to go short. It's gone to the goal square. Wines at the back along with Batten. Spills to the back. Getting it there was Campbell. He couldn't control it. Might have been a free kick. No. Play on, said the umpire. Could have been a free kick almost there to Grundy. Now he's a chance for the North Warrnambool Eagles again, outnumbered. And I think a good result for them in the end is over the line out of bounds in the forward pocket. So they'll reset Big Vards. He's gone down for this forward throw-in. He's generally left that to Wines for most of the day in the forward line, but he says, boys, I've got to do something. I'm the biggest man on the ground and probably one of the best. So Vardy in front. Good, well done by McCosh. Actually won it. Here's a chance at ground level for the Eagles. Lots of players around the footy. They just need some clear space. Good defending, though, by the Koroit Saints, and it's going to be cleared. Now, here's a foot race. It's going to be Wines and also Rook. Judging it nicely, too, was Neve, because he's going to run onto it, but he went to ground, gets up, butters up, handballs it beautifully to Rook. Rook got it across and got a kick before he was tackled out there by Noski. Now, it's all the Eagles back here, so Brennan's got more time than anybody. He's going to get it inboard and a good kick, and it's taken out there, the mark by Tommy Keast. So Keast, it's an half back. They've got to move it quick, the Eagles. They've got no time to waste. Goes down the line. Good kick. Mark to Wines.
He's been good. I like Wines.
He has. Lockie Wines. So where's he going to go now? He's kicked it wider on his own, getting back his Scobell, but no, his teammate chips in and takes a nice mark. That was Anders. So Liam Anders, he goes down further afield. Here's Matty Wines, a dive, and he's taken the mark.
He was free for a while there, Matty Wines.
He was.
Didn't think his teammate had seen him. And,
Matco Hire, highlight of the day, contender for the veteran Matthew Wines.
Must kick, boys. A must kick goal here.
He's taking a diving mark.
Brave kick by Brennan off half back to set that up, boys. He could have gone wide and switched, but instead he took the corridor option, and it's paid off for him.
So 67, this to get it back.
And Lockie Wines too, an integral part of it again.
It's a kick on its way. It's swinging his cross and just through for one behind. So 9-9-62. 16-point advantage now to the Koroit Saints, 12-6-78. Time becoming a factor now, Eyes. We've played almost 20 minutes of this last quarter.
Yeah, you know, it's starting to shape that way. They still need,
3 goals.
3 goals, yeah.
So Mooney's kick-in's nice to Miller. And Miller's just in no rush. He's just making sure the right target's available to hit. And he does it so nicely. A very clean kick, Ben Miller. Been a good recruit. So they go longer down the line, 2-on-1. Nice bit of work there by Brennan. His second effort was fantastic. And Peter Walsh Bridgestone, player of the day contender. Keys got it out. And now they get it moving forward through Cobb. They got the outnumber of the Saints. Good defensive punch. The crumb just didn't fall into the hands of Keast. He's wrapped up straight away. And he wasn't given an inch by Jack Block. And we'll have a stoppage at the top of the 50-metre line. So 16 points the margin, 20 minutes ticked over. And our Hampton League Live match of the day, Koroit Victoria Park is the destination. Umpire Lauber just getting it up once again. The tap down's good from Vardy, but well read there by the Eagles. The chip kick forward, well read by Noonan. Got a little kick off the side of the boot. Luke Wines is awaiting. Can he get the handball to his brother? He does. He looks to feed the handball to Case. Wrapped up by Sam Dobson. And that was a great read of play by the co-coach. And Dobson gets the free kick across half-back.
Yeah, so Dobson getting up and doing some defensive work, which is great. You kick it across to his fellow veteran in Mooney. It's been good today. Mooney gives it to Campbell. So Angus Campbell, he hadn't been too bad either. There's been a lot of good players out on the ground, to be fair, I think, guys, isn't there, from both sides? And here's another one, Bolsh.
Very, very even Koroit performance.
Tommy Bolsh might give the handball off the block running from behind. No, he won't now. He'll give it over the top to Campbell, who ran and supplied him as an option. So Campbell kicks down the line. 2-on-1 there. McCutcheon couldn't quite take the mark. Kicked off the ground there by Keast. That was Bailey. Matthew Wines chips in. He can't handle the footy. Picked up by Couch. Just a wild handball over the top. It's only going to favour Brennan, but he didn't get a good bounce. Dobson threw it. He absolutely threw it to Rook, who's had a flying shot at goal and kicked him.
So both umpires were blindsided there.
Yeah,
You're right, he did throw it.
That was Cam Munster style from the Storm, that one. So 12-7-79, the Koroit Saints, 9-8-62. The North Warrnambool Eagles seem to have the game in there, keeping the Saints. We've ticked in almost to 22 minutes of this final quarter. So Wines, Adam, plays on, kicks it out wide. Good kick. This is Zachy Everell, I think, out there in the far back pocket.
Get it moving, son.
So Everell been held goalless today, which is unlike that, but this is a nice kick down the line. They got the numbers back. Almost a good contested mark taken. Spills to Mooney. he's tackled, wrapped up, and umpire Lowther will come in and bounce on that far outer side wing.
They're just doing everything enough defensively, aren't they, Eyes of Saints? They've done it well the last 6 or 7 minutes when the pressure's been applied.
Yeah, absolutely. North would have to do everything right from here, but Koroit are going to be pretty hard to stop now.
So centre wing's the destination, outer side. Vardy, another tap down. Well read there by Jack Block. His second half's been enormous. Goes inside forward 50, trying to control it there. Are the Eagles through Keith and just tangled up with a teammate and an opponent, and a 45-metre place is where the football is, outside the Koroit Saints goal. Umpire Walker throws it up nice and high. Vardy to the contest, looking for Harley Cobb.
Might have got one high there, Hilly.
Yeah, I thought he might have.
I thought the call was pretty good because he did duck into it too, but nonetheless, no free kick for
Boys have done a pretty good job today.
I think they've done a great job. So, good tap down. Hoy reads it best. Right foot snap to the top of the goal. Noski judges it best. Nearly a little bit of Gaelic style. Was able to nearly kick it up to himself and run off and get it out of defensive 50, but he just lost his footing.
Hurling and everything going on there.
Oh, absolutely. Ice skating. It's been a little bit slippery out there on the grass as well. And we'll have a boundary throw in. So boundary throw in will dive out. Umpire's found a free kick, and it's from Ash Jennings, who's in the defensive behalf for where he's located, which is in the North Warrnambool's forward 50, and it's been a big one that he's found. So it's going to go to, I think it may be Lockie Rook, or is it Couch?
Couch, really.
So Couch will have a shot from 42 metres.
Going to chew up every bit of the clock. I tell you what, boys, I tell you what, something we've been down on today, the sound effects. We haven't heard of
No, well, I'd say, I reckon he might be a bit sick back in the studio.
All good here, Matty.
So Couch has a shot at goal, and he doesn't disappoint.
Seal the deal.
Will Couch kicks his third, and the Saints are going to run out victors. They go to 13-7, 85 to 98-62, a 23-point ball game. Tildy, that was as clutch as you like.
Yeah, it was. He's kicked well for goal today, Will Couch. He's had a good day at the office.
He's played well.
Yeah,
he's just covered the ground. He's run up and down continuously all day. He's played a good role.
Yeah, he plays that second fiddle role, Sam Dobson, really well. And you throw Connor Byrne up there and probably Paddy O'Sullivan in the coming weeks. They've got a pretty potent forward 50.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matco Hire, Mick Finnegan, Port Fairy, Terang, Mortlake. Mick, what was the end result? Let's go to Wally Steer, Warrnambool and Cobden up at the Cobden Recreation Reserve. Wally.
Yeah, it's all over here. Last quarter went nearly 32 minutes, but Cobden hung on by 10 points, so 11-6-72 to Warrnambool 9-8-62.
A good win there by the Cobden Bombers, and just makes it a little bit interesting with the ladder positions as well. Let's go to Ash Carlson, South Warrnambool, Hamilton. What was the end result up there, Ash?
Yeah, siren just sounded, and RC Stevens kicked the goal, and it went to 11 goals, 20-86. Hamilton, 4 points.
Beautiful work, Ash. So they just weren't able to get that goal that they were chasing, the Hamilton Kangaroos.
They tried hard, but they tried hard, but South's back line was very good. Good, consistent team effort today, which we haven't had for a long time.
Beautiful work, Ash. We'll come back to you a little bit later on. Over at Hanlon Park, it's 9 points. Camperdown 12-7-79 to 10-10-70. 30 minutes gone, so you imagine not much time left over at Hanlon Park.
No, there's not. Back here we see a 23-point advantage to the Koroit Saints. And here's a little dribbler. Is that a goal? No, just touched on the line. A good, desperate effort in the end out there. Tommy Bolsh. So just the one behind to North Warrnambool. They end at 9-9-63. And they trail 13-7-85. We've played 26 and a half minutes on the Lee's contracting time clock. And this seems all over now as Miller kicks it down the line, marking contest, getting in front. And that was a nice little mark too. It might have been Hutchins, was it? No, Parsons. Hits up over the top, was a good handball, good long handball. Now it goes short on the lead to Neve. Be one of Koroit's best today, I reckon. His first half was brilliant. He feigns the kick, now runs out wide, kicks it down towards It couldn't have been Dobson, it was. He actually dropped a mark, or he couldn't quite reach it. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Now it's gone over the line out of bounds, about 30 metres around from the Koroit goal. So the Saints are going to go marching on because they're going to defeat the league leaders. Not that it's going to matter in terms of ladder positions for North Warrnambool, but they'll want to sharpen things up. And plenty of work for Vards and the boys to do during the week, which I don't think they'll be terribly concerned about.
How you going for the 3, 2 and 1 up there, Ice?
Yeah, well, you boys have got to work that out.
Not sure, to be honest.
Nor am I.
Me and Hilly are going to alienate ourselves from that little exercise and leave it to you blokes. So there's going to be a ball up here. Scoring chance for the Saints again. McInerney and Vardy. Oh, spinning out of trouble is McCutcheon. Lays it on the left foot. Had too much carry on it there for Scoble. Now he's on hands and knees. Gets it out. That might have been too high on Koroit. No, said the umpire, and Ash Jennings will come in and blow it up. In the forward pocket for the Saints. Can't be much time left. We're ticking into 28 minutes. And the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard sees the advantage is 22 points to the Saints. Up it goes. Grabbed by Byrne. But he's going nowhere.
Tildy, I want to ask you, who are you going to approach at game's end for a post-game interview, mate? That's always a good indication.
Yeah, I might see if I can get hold of the joint coach, mate. I haven't spoke to Sam this year. First time I've seen Koroit play.
Well, he needs to practice his media commitments because he'll be speaking to us a lot next year on Hampden League Live as the coach.
I really don't want to walk too far out in that deck, Hilly, to be honest.
Nah, stay boundary side, mate.
Yeah,
stay boundary side.
We'll see who comes my way.
So it's going to be another ball up. It's going to be McInerney and Vardy again. McInerney this time got the tap, fell to the back, grabbing it, and it's too high. The free kick's going to go to Koroit. I think it's might be Connor Byrne. When they disentangle themselves, it is.
Been pretty good pass.
He's been terrific, and he'll go back, in fact, Tildy, to have a shot at number 4, which would make him the leading goal kicker on the ground. 3 each to Dobson, Couch and Byrne.
You just see him taking a final piece in a 10-minute period, can't you?
If you threw his brother down there as well, it'd be a potent forward line, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably our Paddy O'Sullivan too.
Yep. So here's Byrne for number 4 this afternoon. Tight angle, right foot kick has gone to the right and just snuck in for one behind. So that takes Koroit on a 13.886. That's on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. North Warrnambool 9.963. We've just ticked into 29 and a half minutes on the Lees time clock.
So ball just waiting to end of the hands of Noski. I reckon he's tried hard all day, Noski. Been a good defender for the Eagles, Tildy.
Good player, Hilly. Very rarely makes mistakes, mate.
So Noski kicks into the broadcast side. Harry Keese has tried hard. Good punch by Bolsh. Well read by Byrne. Slipped as he kicked it. Well done by Reece Scoble. Wrapped up, and guess what? It's going to be a stoppage at about 48 metres out. I thought he might have been in a little bit of trouble because he took it on.
Well, haven't they today, Koroit?
Looking forward to seeing the numbers at the end of the weekend to see what their tackling numbers are because they've been enormous.
Jack Block, he's laid some great tackles today.
Been terrific.
That one out of the centre, you know, when he got McLaughlin, when armchair Roy Vardy gave him.
So Vardy got the tap down, but again, the ball didn't travel all that far. So 30 minutes has ticked over. And Moss McInerney, first game in Koroit colours in the Hampton Football Netball League. He kicked a goal, and he'll get his first victory for his beloved Saints as well. So a free kick's going to go to the Eagles. A little bit of a leg there on Tommy Keese, who's tried hard all day. Short to Noski. Noski now will go towards centre-half back, and he finds Adam Wines, who's tried hard. He tries his heart and soul out every week, Adam Wines. Goes for his brother Matt. Matt now looks to play on. Everall was on the target when he was running back. He just had that little slip over. Brennan, not a great handball. Jack Block, who you spoke about before, has been terrific. Goes into the direction of Jairon Neve to a running Liam Hoy. Kick over the top. And Young, I think it might be Dobson, goes around the body, has a shot at goal. And Hammer Dobson just couldn't quite convert it in the end at a minor score. So the Saints go to 13.987 to 9.963.
You come to life, Dave.
And Davey's got a pulse back in the studio.
Young Dobbo decided to sort of lay the ball across the boot, and his momentum probably just would have been a nice little drop punt, might have done the job. But nevertheless, here's Luke Wines, wing position to Brennan. Brennan's been a good contributor too for the Eagles today. He comes inboard. And this is young Charlie James, a couple of goals today, which has been great for him.
He's tried to provide that spark off half-back, Brennan, which they've probably missed a little bit with Lewis not playing pass.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's Luke Wines in short to Cobb. So Harley Cobb He kicks the ball long to the pocket. Where's Luke Lockie Wines? He's not there on this occasion. The ball's punched away by Miller. A chance for the Saints to clear again. It's picked up there by young Parsons. That was a good little handball he got across there, but it's all north down the line. This is Noski. He's got plenty of time to size up his options. He goes short to Brennan. Now, Brennan's got one wide here if he wants to use him. It's Charlie Jelly, but he elects not to. He goes long down the line. Oh, good mark by Dobson. And that'll have to be about number 14, I reckon. He's been absolutely sensational. Centre half back here, Dobson, this time. He's going to go short into the centre. He's got plenty of numbers there. And Dobson marks it. In fact, it was McCutcheon marked it. But it was all to no avail because the Koroit Saints, in a quarter that went 32 minutes and 40 seconds, have won the battle out here at Victoria Park this afternoon. 13 goals, 987, have defeated the North Warrnambool Eagles 9-9-63 in what was a pretty entertaining contest. In the end, eyes in magnificent conditions, it's got to be said. And when it looked like that the ground was going to really chop up, it's held up okay. We've seen some good footy from both sides throughout the afternoon, but the Saints have made a statement and they're going to march their way towards the finals.
Yeah, we've got a taste of what we're going to see in September, boys, I reckon, because both two quality sides still, but just Koroit's intensity, I just thought that they maybe had more to play for today, and they certainly showed that. They just, from the word go, they were often at different stages. North came and challenged them, but Koroit's composure as well and their use of the footy today, just overall was superior to their opposition.
Yeah, and I think as good as North were at different stages in the game, I think it was their efficiency up forward which probably told the tale. And obviously when you kick 13 goals 9 to 9 goals 9, you've done that pretty well. But good entertaining contest.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tildy, I'm keeping a good eye on you. Don't go too close in there, mate. I know what you're going A over T.
He's right.
So he's just... he's got Mac Peterson down there, so...
Yeah, got Mac Peterson, mate. That was a good win, mate. Hard-fought victory. Pretty choppy conditions and a lot of contested ball. A lot of sore boys, I imagine, at the end of today's game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just credit to us from the start. Bring the pressure, bring the energy, and that's what we're basing ourselves on. So, yeah, super happy with that.
And, mate... it was pretty obvious from the start, mate, that you just come to play today, you guys. Thought your start in the first 10-15 minutes in particular was outstanding.
Yeah, I think at times this year we've probably been caught trying to chase from behind, so we're sort of planning today that we're going to have to bring the energy early. We know they're a good team, so I think it was super. Yeah, really proud.
Walkie, mate, haven't seen your joint coach play for a couple of years, mate, but boy, gee, he's lost nothing. He's still a quality player and very fit, covers the ground really well for a big guy.
Yeah, no, he's super. Makes us so much better. It's like the leadership he brings out on the ground, and then just that target he always gives us. So honest with his work rate. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep. Final question, mate. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be aware, but Cobden have beaten Warrnambool today, so that puts you guys in the third spot. Play fourth Warrnambool next week. Blockbuster game, round 17.
Yeah, I know. How even's this competition? I mean, you never know. You get after the game, you look at the results, and it's a surprise every week, it seems. So I know Warrnambool next week will be a hard effort there at the Reed, but yeah, that's good for us, I suppose, definitely.
Well played, mate. Enjoy the win. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Done well. Cheers.
Well done.
Well done, Tildy. And I love it when the boys just walk past for the interview. They give that little Bronx cheer to those that are getting interviewed by our boundary rider. But yeah, Mac Peterson, absolutely terrific again. But the Saints, they did everything right, and as you said, Eyes and Poss, that they just set the standard early. You know, Couch got a couple of early looks, was able to convert. They had 3 goals on the board before the Eagles were able to get there first, and you know, that probably set them up in the end. And defensively, when the Eagles were coming in this last quarter, gee, they were resolute. Obviously, they just work back in numbers. We're in the right place at the right time, and yeah, the Saints are building. There's a lot to like about what they're doing at the moment.
Oh, absolutely, and I guess we all said it before the game. Koroit are coming, and they're coming strongly. Don't worry about that. You would not want to be going up against Koroit in this competition, given their history as well. They're going to shape it. They're going to have a mighty impact here come finals time. I haven't dropped off North by any stretch of the imagination. As I said, if you're down a little bit on intensity, and I reckon that's the area where Nathan Barty would go to his troops and say, come on, boys, I know we're going to finish on top, but we just got to be a bit better than that. I think that's nearly all it was today.
Yeah, I think they'll pull apart the game and have a look at a couple of key elements. And you can only play with the soldiers got out there, but I'll tell you what, the Eagles have still got a couple of good ones to come back in. Barlow, Jackson Grundy, Jared Lewis, to name 3.
Possibly Charlie McKinnon.
Charlie
maybe,
McKinnon could be another name in there as well. So they've got some players to come out in, but nothing to take away from Koroit. They were terrific.
And Barlow today, for example, in these conditions in the middle of the ground, he would have made a difference. So, yeah, you're right, Hilly. They're still well and truly in it, as they should be, because they've earned the right to be finishing on top.
Absolutely. Hey, boys, we might take a break here on Hampton League Live. It is the post-game brought to you by Conquest Pools and Bojangles Pizza. When we come back, we'll go through all our goal kickers, better players and all our awards, and then we'll get right into the teeth of some of the other results and what the ladder may look like at the end of round 16. Another great day here on Hampton League Live. It is the Saints that prevailed in the end here at Victoria Park.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.